Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Hope you're having a wonderful time. I always get like 4 to 5 hours of sleep, but last night my wife slipped me a magnesium pill. She slipped me a pill. And I'll tell you what, I still feel like I got punched in the head. I don't know what happened there, but I'm like way too long of a sleep. I don't know if I want to take it anymore because I just feel really kind of a little out of it. So I don't know. It is what it is, but I'm sensitive to all these different things. I'm just like, whoa, magnesium. Finally had a really nice sleep from like 10 to 6 though. It's been a long time since I had more than like 5 hours of sleep. Probably over a month I've been on 5 hours of sleep every single night. So, hey, I'm back though, and we're ready to rock. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, having a blessed day, feeling good. Let's hit no eat, no pay. Let's get it going, and let's just do what we do every single day. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, jumping on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Also, I used Zoom last night, so because I use Zoom, it throws off my music board. I have no idea why. Happens every single time. I've even shut my computer off and on. Maybe I got to shut off the actual mixer. I'll do that later, but how's the audio doing, everybody? How is the audio? Just want to double check, because I'm getting mixed signals on the audio. I want to make sure it's perfect for each and every one of you. Look like it may have been a little muffled. Sam, don't need as much sleep. I know, right? Perfect. All right, cool. All good, Sammy. Good morning. All right. Can I go a little, if I go too loud, is that too loud? Is that muffled now? Is that too much? It's a little muffled, yeah, so I'll go back down. How's that? That should be better right there. That says it's the perfect level, but I can barely hear it, so we'll go from there. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. All right, your phone music is much louder, though. Yeah, we'll bring that back down. It's perfect, much louder than your voice. Yeah, I'm good. All right. Let's break it down. Let's talk about Bitcoin right when we get into it. I'm looking at cash. You know, I didn't chase cash, but when everybody thought it was going to continue to go down, I'm waiting for it to hit the 618 on the 3-day chart, and then I am scooping it back up. I went in at 12, 11, 13. I sold at 23, 24, 26, and then it ripped, and I had that feeling of loss, that feeling of I missed out, right? But that was an emotion, and I decided not to give into that emotion, and I stayed complete. And look, I mean, the MACD is about to cross here too on the 3-day chart. Once this comes on down, I believe Casper will enter into this area here, and I'll be able to snatch it up at a fair value area and not go catch it at a high value area. And that's the key. That's the key, is not to chase anything, not to use emotions. It was very hard, even for me, after years of trading. I felt FOMO. I felt like I had missed out. And you know what I said? There's another one around the corner. I can't chase these coins. Shout out to Dustin Calva, man, making me smile, man. every single Wednesday, bro. I still remember that day, man. We Zoomed. It was like the greatest moment, one of the best moments of my whole life, man. May God bless you, brother. You're such a blessing. I got to see you again sometime soon. But it's official. I am moving to Florida. It is official. I'm moving to Florida unless God has another plan. It's pretty spot on that I'll be moving to Florida. By June, I will have a purchased property, and I'll be on my way. And you know what? The market may crash. We may go into a recession. Who knows? To me, it does not matter because I'll hold that house for 10 years, and I'm not going to worry about it. I believe in 10 years from now, that market is so hot in Sarasota, Florida, I won't have a thing to worry about. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. And thank you for jumping on in. Congrats. Thank you, JV Supreme, man. God bless you, bro. Oh, you've been here for a long time, man. Shout out to JV Supreme. You've been on my stream for a long time, at least 2.5 years, bro. Shout out to Board Type Crow, my man. Whereabouts in Florida? Jacksonville is only about 5 hours away. Yep, Sarasota, baby. Congrats. Thank you. Oh, don't worry. It's all good. Okay, let's break down BTC. Let's break down BTC. Shout out to you all here for being here. And we're going to break it down. This song is kind of throwing me off. I don't know why, but it just is. All right. There we go. That's what we want. All right, we're going to break down Bitcoin for you real fast. And you know, everyone wants to understand why I have to do so many different time frames, but it is what it is. All right, let's talk about Bitcoin. Getting a little bit of a pump here to the upside at 29,425. And we're still in a really good spot if you think about where Bitcoin is right now, right? Let me go to my chart that I put out this morning. So I saw a bear flag, considerably bear flag, right? But we do see the 21 and the 200 far apart, likely to pump up to the 200 SMA. We are overbought right now on the stochastics RSI, but we did break above it. So I looked at this, I said, if the 15-minute or anywhere really can get us back above this point of control, we have to close the candle today really above these wicks. So far, we're attempting to do so. Could you say that we're still in somewhat of like a bear flag? No, I gotta say that we broke out of the bear flag. It just did not, it did not hold water. But you never know. We could have broken down. So I put it out this morning, said, watch this bear flag. Bitcoin has to break above the resistance to remain bullish. So far, it did that. 15 minutes suggests that we're going to have a little bit of a pullback. I would watch this flag, right? You got a bit of a cup and handle. Price action will touch the 21-day moving average. When it gets pretty close, we'll be able to figure out what's going on. So it looks like some sideways action for Bitcoin. If I had to predict where it was going to go for the next 2 hours, then we can get a move. That also will coincide with the 1 hour about to get a move to the upside too as well. And the 1 hour showing still signs of some bullish divergence. Let's take a look at what we're seeing here. Slight hidden, but not really. Now they're both kind of down. I don't see hidden bullish in the 1 hour right now. It was slight. Anything on the 15 or the 7 that could give me an assumption that we could go higher or lower. Let me take a look here. 7 minute also is showing a bit of a dump, overbought, and your RSI is a little high too as well, which told me to be careful and to watch out, right? But nice little bump from the low of 29,180 all the way back to 29,004. But we're still kind of in a bit of a rut. We gotta get back. We got a V-shaped recovery really all the way back into the zone. But we'll talk about that. So I see a flag here on the 7-minute time frame, a flag on the 15-minute. It's likely to go sideways, everybody. We'll take our bookmap too for you in a second. How to restart my computer was on all night long, baby. All night long. Love you, Stack. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Doing damage on the charts, holding us down. My elite is really strong right now, coming back real strong with this market. God bless all my elite traders that hold me down, that are there for me. I'm there for you. And together we create just a really strong Voltron, right? Together we create Voltron. So can we get up to the 200 SMA? Whenever the yellow line and the white line are far apart, you will suggest that we would get a move if you were trading. That would be a dump. So you could, it does suggest that we will get some type of massive V-shaped recovery back through this volume gap and back up to about the 29,950 area. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a move. The elites in the group are so awesome. Thank you. I can't speak on things. If you ever really want to know, you could DM me and I will tell you the truth. If you want to know, you could DM me, I'll tell you the truth. But I had to move on. I had to move on for the man that asked. Snake Eyes on Market Sniper. I don't even know what that means. So shout out to you, though. I appreciate you for saying that. Nobody will fall. We will all be each other's crutches. Yep, Jay-Z, baby. Jay-Z. I love that. I used to say that all the time. So look, if we can stay above this point of control in the local time frame, 29,291, we have a chance of getting up to the upside here to 29,728, and then we can begin to build to the 200 SMA. So I'm watching this flag on the 7 and the 50-minute time frame. It's likely we go sideways in the flag. All right. We did hit a place of resistance here with this candle broke. And you can see we had it right here too. Let's go break it down. Resistance, resistance. All right. And that is a previous resistance. It's also a high volume node sticking out, and it's a point of control on the 15-minute. So we got to get back above this point of control. If we can't, if the 4-hour or the 1-hour candle cannot close above 29,487, 29,005, expect more downside. It's likely that we won't be able to move to the upside. So some still, all coins still holding strong. And whenever you see a big dip for Bitcoin, let me teach you a little quick trick here that'll keep you going. All right. You're going to flip to coin market cap. All right. You're going to flip here to price action. Actually, sorry. You're going to flip here to 1 hour, right? And you're going to see if there's anything strong. Like Doge is up 3% in the last hour. Set 10% on the day. Rose is up 2%. Synthetics is up 2%. Trust Wallet is up 2%. Injective still holding $9. Does not care. Arbitrum 158, well above where we first got in on that live stream at 129, 122 area. Stack still holding a gain. And you can see the stronger coins of the game. DYDX, the WHONE network, and you can see it's decentralized, right? Phantom still holding 49. So it's all about the decentralization here in crypto. Immutable X, also another coin we've been looking at for the last few days. Sand token, GMX. All right. Do we put out that? Yeah. Do we? Hold on. I don't know. I never. Oh yeah. I just did a video on GMX, DYX, and Pancake Swap. Something you definitely want to look at. Broke down basically why they're so hot. Also, we gave you Rocket Pool interesting recently. That's still holding us down. Atom, one of my main holdings, big holdings, still holding us down. And the Graph token. So if you just look at it, it's AI and DeFi that is still holding us down. Aptos too, we're going to take a look at. I have a single, and then one of my biggest holdings in the game. Anytime it goes below 40 cents, I feel the need to just grab a little bit more. I want as much AGIX as I can get between 20 and 50 cents. That's how I do it, and I load up. I can't wait to show that position in 2 years and see how big it got, just like my Phantom position that turned $5,000 into over $95,000. It was an amazing run. Anyone that jumped into Phantom, anyone used the TA that I taught them, saw what I did with Phantom and did the same thing because the TA said so, and we're able to make some serious gains. Any old Phantom fans here that rose to the upside? God bless you all for being here. Thank you for jumping on. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 619 people on the live. Thank you for your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls being here on the live. Thank you for giving me your most precious asset, which is your time. I really appreciate it. Get your deep dives on the list for later in the stream. Send your super chats now for your guaranteed spot on the list. Shout out to Dustin Calva in the game. Sam is the man. Jebitron every single day, brother. May God bless you. What do you think is more beginner friendly, Trezor or Ledger? I'll be honest, the Ledger is a pain the way you click on it, but Ledger has access to way more coins. Ledger has access to the most coins. You know what I mean? But Trezor is easier and faster to operate, in my humble opinion. So you don't have to go through the Ledger Live. You don't have to do it. It's like there's not all this nonsense. It's just one ready to go. You know what I mean? Trezor, you can like get an app on your phone, then you have to touch it. You can air gap it, Bluetooth it. It's just like, but it gets, to me, it could be a better system. And also the way you have to click on both sides, tick, 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 tick. Like then you forget one click, then you go back to a click, and Trezor is a touch screen. You just touch it. It's 2 seconds. You're in and out. So there's a plus and minus to it all. There's a plus and minus to it all. Yeah, they got the stacks, right? They got the stacks. Ledger Nano X, Ledger Nano, and Trezor One. Trezor. There are some few hardware wallets that can store all the top as well as other minor cryptocurrencies, namely Ledger. And what I like about this is, which hardware wallet, anyone looking for a hardware wallet always wonders what are actually supported by the corresponding model. This evaluation should help you with your selection, right? This is back ordered. The stacks is back ordered, right? But you can hold 5,500 cryptos. The Trezor only gives you 1,600 cryptos. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why they don't have the Trezor Touch here, but and then there's a bunch of other wallets. Keep Key, Ledger Blue. I didn't even know. Oh, I don't know. I never got Ledger Blue. Oh yeah, it was a bigger one, right? Trezor Model T. Yeah, see, only 1,600 here. And so, like, look, you don't have, Binance coin? You know what I mean? The fact that, you can't put that on a Trezor is kind of... Can you not put Binance coin on all these coins? That's kind of weird. Well, like, you just go through this and you want to look, is your coin on the list? What do you want to hold? What are you looking to hold? And is your coin on the list? You know what I mean? And this isn't the best either. Yeah, there could be a better. But hardware wallets, man, it's a big thing. I have a Ledger Nano X. I have a Ledger Nano S Plus. I have a Trezor 1, right? And I also have a Trezor Model T. I don't know why they're not even doing the Trezor 2, though. You'd think they would, but they don't. So that's interesting as well. It's all kind of up or down, right? I'd have to sit there and deep dive that for like 2 hours, and you can start finding out which wallet has what you want. LEPAL was pretty interesting to me, but again, it's, I have like 5 hardware. I have so many hardware wallets, it's absolutely insane. One is like a card that fits in your actual wallet. It's pretty awesome too. It's called the Cool Wallet. They sent me one recently. I really like it, and it comes with like a way to get into the wallet like this. You just plug this into your computer and the card slides right in here. It meets the metal, and like it's like such an interesting thing. Cool Wallet's pretty interesting because, it holds, if your coin's at ERC20, you're good, but natural storage for cold storage, cool and hot, right? Navigate between cool and hot. Download now the Cool Wallet, all right? And I wasn't sponsored by them or anything. They just, they sent me one back in the day, the Cool Wallet Pro, right? And, but it's like a card. Really interesting. It's the size of a credit card. Like, it's super thin. Pretty interesting, right? So there's just different ideas, just different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? The cool thing about the Cool Wallet is you could hide it behind a painting or something. Like, you could pop a painting out, slide it back in the back, put your painting on the wall, stuff like that. You can really, like a hardware wallet, it's like it looks like a USB, but that thing is so slim, you could probably put it anywhere. So that's pretty interesting. So we're waiting for Kaz to come down. I should probably buy a little bit, start nibbling back in, just a little bit in case, just in case, but don't get too overwhelmed with that idea, all right? So Bitcoin, just giving it all back. And I see a lot of volatility for Bitcoin in the next few days. Also, that flash crash last night, was it created by the U.S. government? Did they sell some of the tokens from the Silk Road, or from whatever, they collected, in that other time they collected a bunch of Bitcoin too. So we know they're sitting on a bunch of Bitcoin. And they've already shown they may not be the biggest fans. Smart if the U.S. government held those. That would actually probably help us. If they hold all those Bitcoins and Bitcoin rooks, so we'll be able to get out of debt and get rid of the central bank on the Federal Reserve. We don't need the Federal Reserve holding us down anymore. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Watch Money Masters, the movie Money Masters. It's simple. Go here to YouTube, type in Money Masters, all right? And watch this movie right away, full length. 9 years ago, all right? I'm not going to play it because if it plays, right? But definitely watch this video. I'll put it in the chat. You got to check this thing out. It'll blow your mind. Money Masters will teach you so much about what really happened in the past and got us into the present. Understand the past to understand where we are now, right? And super important. This video is 3 hours long, but when you're done, you will never be the same, all right? You will never be the same. I definitely believe Gary Gensler is about to get fired. I think it's only a matter of time. Because you know why? You saw Democrats and Republicans very upset with him. When you see Maxine Waters coming for you, that's the only other time I was rooting. I was happy to see that even she was like. Then what I also noticed was that there's all these there was a lot going on yesterday. They were talking about ESG and how the SEC is involved in green, and they're like, why are you doing anything with green energy? You're the SEC. It was pretty interesting, that entire debacle. And then you just, the one thing that got me the most is I'm an educator. I teach people about cryptocurrency. I would never teach you something that I've never done. You know what I mean? I've sent thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars across the blockchain. I've touched the button. Like literally in my life, I think I've sent nearly over $500,000, maybe even more than $1 million to collectively, like all together from all the different wallets and all the different places in my life back around. And the idea is, I've done it. I've done DeFi. And everything I teach you, I've actually done. And when you think about it, the guy was like, so you taught a class on blockchain at MIT? And he's like, yes. And he's like, but you never owned any coins. And he was like, no. He's like, so you've never had a hardware wallet? You've never transacted in Bitcoin? He was like, no. And the guy was like, but you taught a class on it, but you never did it. And no, even if he was trying to save face, to teach a class on something you've never did, to me, is incompetent. Like, that's just incompetence. I personally have so much honor. I would never teach you something I haven't done. You know what I mean? Because why would I teach you something like I'm good at it if I haven't done it? I find that just absolutely absurd. So that alone, just by pure logic, made me question his sanity. I was like, dude, like, how do you teach a class and you've never, either he was lying and he does transact on the blockchain, or he's an incompetent teacher that would teach you something that he didn't know. Either one, they didn't make sense to me logically. Just pure logic. That's critical thinking. Like, I'm not going into any realm of one or the other. I'm just using my own critical thought about me when I teach. You know, I want to learn how to landscape. I want to learn how to garden. I want to know that person's got their hands dirty and actually did it. How are you going to teach people about cryptocurrency, transactions, how it all works, and never once hit the transacting button? Never once, you know? Because honestly, you might send someone into doing that and then they could get hurt, or, you know, something could happen to them. You know, they may make a mistake on the blockchain, and it's kind of on you at that point because, you know, you should have known those pitfalls before you taught someone something. All right. Shout out to my crypto lifers. We got the American Crypto Lifer sticker. Strong. We got some cool stickers here. The old doing damage sticker. I should re-up on these for my man CMAS, but these are hot. These are old stickers from back in the day. My man made me a bunch of them. Vinyl too, they're really hard. Funny, I put these on glasses. The glasses go through the washing machine and the sticker doesn't come off. It's pretty ridiculous. 2 more days of Ramadan, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful time. So everybody, God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Okay. Yeah, I really do like the hands-on people in all real work. Yeah, I mean, that's why there's a lot of businessmen in life, and they didn't go to business school. They didn't go to Wharton. They didn't go to Harvard. They didn't go to Yale, but they became a billionaire. You know, there's many, many billionaires and people that have a lot of wealth. They didn't go to school, or they did minimal schooling. The schooling was life. Life schooled them. You know, they figured out things through life. So also a death cross there on the 15-minute tells me we do have to be careful. And remember, we're back below the 200 SMA on the 15. You know, a bit of a Bart Simpson if you ask me there too. And honestly, you know what's funny? An Adam and Eve. You always see it after the fact. Not always, but sometimes you see it after the fact. I try not to. Last night I fell asleep like right around here. Otherwise, I may have seen the shoulder, head, and that shoulder there too. Like, look, you can see the shoulder, head, and shoulder there. But look, a bit of an Adam and Eve double top. Am I wrong? Or you know what I mean? An Adam and Eve double top. You flip it upside down, and Adam and Eve double bottom, and look, it gives you the whole length. Very, very interesting how these things play out if you just looked at the charts and did what the charts conveyed, right? Shout out to my man. People in the trading group made boatloads of money yesterday. I saw people shorting, and I saw like a bunch of huge gains in the market. It was pretty interesting. So very, 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 very awesome. You know, there's traders of all types in the trading group. And yeah, I was just really, really proud. Everyone got into AIDOGE. That was like the big winner last night. And we'll talk about it. It was on Dex Screener. And I was posting it to the trading group as well. I'll show you what I did. No indicators at all on those little coins, right? When I'm looking at it, I threw no indicator on there. I just kind of looked at what I was seeing based on, let's see here if it pops up. Yeah, so I drew this last night, right? Let's see what it looks like on Dex Screener. We could launch the Dex Screener chart and see if it came out. Oh yeah, I can't do that. So go to dexscreener.com. All right, and I'm going to show you something quickly. So we're at dexscreener.com and type in, you know, what you can do is you can either go here. What I like to do is I like the contract address personally. It's kind of how I like to do business. Shout out to the 773 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And it's ARB-Doge AI, which is AIDOGE. Everyone that had the Arbitrum airdrop, they got this airdrop to them as well. Pretty interesting, right? You could probably see the addresses and the connected. Look at the 77 there. $57 million market cap. And so you can take the copy of the address here on Arbitrum, on Arbitrum, right? And then you can go to Dex Screener. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to paste the address in there. And you're going to do the wrapped ETH for Doge, right? Or the USDC, you could even, if you want to see the wrapped ETH. I do the wrapped ETH. And so look, I put this out last night, and this thing went up a total of 96%. If you're in the trading group, you would have been given this chart. And again, high risk, high reward. But look, this is what we were looking at here. And you can see I posted it right there. And pretty interesting, right? 6:27 p.m. last night, I'm looking at this puppy, and I'm saying, hey, this thing could make a move of 62% or more. And you know what? It did exactly that. So even when the market dumped, the lifers still won. I saw a lot of people making serious gains. I saw some insane gains in the trading group. 400%, 500%. People were trading a little leverage too. MEXC had it as well, which is interesting. Let's see the AI Doge here on MEXC. I believe it was on MEXC. Hard to get I can't see the MEXC chart for whatever reason here, though. Yeah, my brain feels like it's in space right now. It's weird. I feel so airy. You know what I mean? I feel very airy. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll give you that. That's interesting. And we're going to take a look at BOOKMAP for you, show you what's happening on BOOKMAP, and break it down. When I woke up this morning, there was these big fat orders down here. See, 29,028.4, suggesting that we may go lower. You know, usually when we go higher, we see those orders up, and we see nothing up here. Very strange. Like they've abandoned the higher realms, right? A little bit of movement up to 29.5, but it suggested maybe we hit 29.5, right? Get rid of this 273 Bitcoins and then possibly move back to the downside. So, you know, this isn't guaranteed. Nothing on BOOKMAP is guaranteed. It just gives us an extra idea to add to what we're looking at. And this is BOOKMAP. Link in the description below. I show you BOOKMAP almost every single day. Maybe miss one day here and there, but very rare. And why do I like BOOKMAP? Well, they came to me. They said, we like the way you trade. We believe there's a long-term relationship with you that we can hold. And I said, man, let's do it. And I've been, you know, God bless them. They sponsor me. And I really love them. And I earn a commission as well. I earn a commission from all of the links below. Brave browser. Are you not using the Brave browser? Like, watch. I'm going to run an ad on you right now. I am. And you might get pissed. Don't get pissed. But if you're running the Brave browser, you won't have to click away the ad. You would have not seen the ad at all. I'm forcing you to get the Brave browser is what I'm doing. I'm teaching you to do the right thing. If you don't have the Brave browser, you got to get it. Who here saw the ad just now? If you didn't see the ad, you have a Brave browser and you have the shield on. But if you did see the ad, you're still using Google Chrome, Safari, or something like that, and just not the way to be on the internet. You want to be using the Brave browser or nothing else. All right? I'll shrink my screen down a little bit and show you. Up in here, you see the Brave browser right there. You're going to want to use that. And then when you click on that guy, you're going to want to have the shield up. If you don't have the shield up, boom. I'm on the phone on YouTube. You can use the Brave browser on your phone. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. No. And I am on Google eventually. That's awesome. All right, so there you go. 705 people on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. So there you have it, right? So we're watching this flag right now on the 15-minute time frame in the 7-minute, okay? They're both overbought, right? So unless we get some insane short squeeze where they just kind of flip the market here, telling us that we're probably likely to make some type of sideways flag here, bullish rectangle. Now, if the 21-day moving average can stay, we can pump. And we'll look at our smaller time frames. Are they trying to creep on us? Nah, yeah. Good consolidation. Almost a bit of a double top here, too, as well. Just Google Brave Browser extension. Brave Browser just blocked 92 ads just now. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. It's free money. Why not, right? Yep. Your phone Brave Browser is nice. Yeah, it really is. I use my Brave browser on my phone all the time. It's how I do business. I see what he's saying. He's on the YouTube app on his phone, though. I get that. So, like, what do you do then? You know what I mean? They control the realm then. I get that. I see what he's saying. I wasn't thinking clearly, see? Okay. Okay. Wow, we're getting a little bit of a short squeeze pump right now to the upside. Tiny little short squeeze. Seems to be short-lived. I can't predict exactly what's going to happen, but wow. Getting a little bump up to the upside here. Look, we're breaking out of the little flag too as well. The only thing that's got me going is, do we pump all the way to the 200 SMA? Because the 21 and the 200 are far apart, which suggests we could get a little squeeze. We did break above this point of control, and there's a big gap here in volume. Tells us that we could get all the way back to 30K pretty fast. So don't be surprised if we pump up that high. But it just, right now the probability is not in our favor that it's going to happen, but it doesn't mean it can't. Anything can happen. You have to remember, you trade your parameters, but then you have to remember that anything can happen. This also corroborates the story that once we go the length of this pole here, let me shrink that down, we could get up to the 200 SMA as well, right? We did just break this resistance, which is really nice, which was 29,350. We had to get back above 29,350 to remain somewhat bullish. Otherwise we would have dumped down on this flag, and the area could have been to 28,120. Did I open up a short? No, I did not. All right. No, I did not. I think that was the first time I got an ad on the live, though. Yes, I usually never run them for any reason. Hey, Lifer, have you heard of Spiral Finance? It's a tornado cash, but legal. Though it had a great privacy idea, they will also do online identification. Interesting. Spiral Finance. And that's how you contribute, Baker. You can constantly be the one that deep dives for us and show that you can always bring something our way, right? Funny, death spiral financing is a result of badly structured convertible financing used to fund primarily small cap companies in the marketplace. Death spiral financing. Spiral finance in crypto. Always just put crypto at the end. Insider Jack Dorsey, Bitmega Spiral's great program was designed to empower developers, designers. Block Spiral focused on Bitcoin. Spiral finance on Medium. I can't seem to find anything about it. A step towards yield farming, bringing a true Web3 3. PEPE. Let's take a look. We're going to have to deep dive it. But PEPE is hot right now. And, you know, there was ordinals called PEPE on... And is it RB PEPE? See, they're trying to get you going there. Let's look at this PEPE coin. Up 221% today and continuing to pump. PEPE VIP. The most memorable meme coin in existence. Tokenomics, token supply. Phase 1, launch. 1,000 holders. PEPE, contact PEPE. How many people are on the Twitter? I always like to see just what's running on the Twitter. 30,000 followers on Twitter ain't bad. This thing has been trending so hard, right? The PEPE the Frog, man. One of the first real NFTs out there ever. It's on the Ethereum, which kind of stinks. $127 million market cap, right? It's been ripping to the upside. Uniswap, Huobi, and Gate.io, where you can find a little bit of PEPE. You can run on over to Deck Screener yet again, and that's going to be our place to be. Search for that. Also, I got to say, that's a shoulder head and a kind of a shoulder there. It's a symmetrical triangle. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing continued to the upside a little bit. AIDOGE, all right? It says it could fly. I mean, when things get kind of crazy like this, so many people FOMO in. I would be careful, though. It has been ripping up to the upside. Look how much it's up since it first we started hearing about it. 3,690%. And that's what we used to get back in the day in these bull runs. We had coins going up thousands of percent every single day. There was hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. Again, people got racked and rocked. You have to be very, very careful. Know what you're doing. You have to be well-versed in DeFi to really jump into DeFi. You almost have to have, kind of lost a little to figure out, how to win. Like everything in life, right? Nothing is guaranteed, so. Yeah, AI is on MEXC. We'll take a look at it on MEXC by itself because, I couldn't seem to find it. I couldn't seem to find it when it was sitting on, we'll look at the markets on MEXC. MEXC, the greatest place to trade. I'm telling you right now, 0 fees in spot and only 0.2% maker and taker fee. So just something to think about, right? Let's look at the markets here. Let's look at what's up the most today in their market. So look, ZZ coin up 1,800%. PEPE up 640%. So let's take a look at what PEPE looks like here too as well. Wow, and honestly, for it being up so much, it doesn't even look like it's up that much comparatively, right? I mean, it's got a double bottom. You know what I mean? Just looking at that, it's got a bit of a double bottom. All right? Which means it could pump to the upside as well. High risk, high reward, though, for PEPE. For sure. That's the only thing about these coins. Whenever you kind of use the bigger channel, tends not to be able to use the TA. Like, do they have... I want some tools. I mean, that could pump. It really could. And even though we've seen it pump huge, I mean, that's a bit of a flag. It came up, came back down. Interesting. PEPE, right? I'll take a shot at PEPE. I'll put 450 into PEPE, see where it goes. This is complete. Just you never know. All right? So just don't do what I just did, please. Please don't do that. Look, 777s, though, when I did that, I left 777s in the game. You don't think that's strange how the 777s come out every single time I'm around? You don't think it's strange? I don't know what's happening. And I keep telling everybody it happens all the time to me now. And I'm not making it up. You could be like, he's forcing it. He wants to see 777s. But I just dragged that randomly. How are the 777s right there? It's happened to me all the time. Constantly. All right. So I took a shot at PEPE. I know, isn't that crazy, Sean? The 777s. It just never stops recently. It just never stops. All in on PEPE. All right. I'll take it as a sign. Do you know anything about numerology? I've been studying it on and off. You know what I mean? And someone posted something in my trading group that I'm going to see. And thank you. So let's take a look here on Lifer charts on the 99. No, I was very interesting in what you posted. And he posted like all these numbers and kind of what they meant, right? And we'll take a look at what that is. What was that? The cat. That's funny. Always a cat video somewhere in the world, right? I don't care where you are. There's going to be a cat video. Someone posted this. This is very interesting to me. Although I don't like hold it, but periods where to make money. Years in where pennies have occurred and will occur again. Or panics. Years or panics when they've occurred. So we should have a panic year in 2019, which we did. We should have a panic year in 2035, right? And we should have a panic year in 2053. And then C, years of hard times, low prices, and a good time to buy stocks, corner lots, goods, and hold till the boom reaches the years of good times, and then unload. Sure thing, save this card and watch it closely. Funny, right? So years of good times, high prices, and the times to sell stocks and values of all kinds, right? And so 2023 is a hard time, but it's saying it's a good time to be loading up. And so I've been loading up. I've been doing it. I've been following it. And I can't say this is guaranteed, but it's pretty interesting. You might want to screenshot this yourself. I'll leave it up here. Take a screenshot. You can also go back in time once I'm done. Once it's been up forever, right? So I did just do an amazing, crazy move and bought some PEPE. Who knows what will happen to my PEPE? I'll keep you posted. It could go down the tubes. It was very high risk. Don't do stuff like that. Very high risk, but I'm willing to lose the 450. That's why I didn't put $4,500, right? I'm not going to be losing I'm not going to lose my shirt in front of everybody, but hey, I'll take a shot at a PEPE. All right? I'll take a shot at PEPE. Let's take a look at the chart. Or actually, I wanted to see the deck screener chart. Something else I want to look at. Yeah, the deck screener chart for PEPE. Okay, and we'll look at PEPE for USDC. I'd like to see the USDC pairs. Kind of makes it look more comparatively better, right? Wow, AED, thank you so much for the 250. God bless you, brother. Thank you for jumping on in. PEPE to the moon, my man. PEPE to the moon. Could you look at Alex chart? Price seems to vary a lot on different sites. Alex, to me, is just a long-term hold. You know what I mean? That's all. And PEPE came out on the 17th of April, so it's only 2 days old, right? Only 2 days old. Already up 489%, but it's making a bit of a flag here, see? And to me, it broke out of the flag. Could just get started, just what we did last night with AIDOGE, and I can't believe we're back into the memes. I think it's insane that we're back into meme coins. Bitcoin just gets a little love, and the meme coins come back strong, right? Could PEPE go up 122% gains? It very well may. You never know. You never know with these coins, all right? High risk, high reward when a coin like this, $127 million market cap. Could it get to SHIB like $1 billion? Like, where's SHIB now? SHIB was a very small coin nobody knew about. And then if you look at it now, it's got a $6 billion market cap, which is insane. Could PEPE get there? I mean, it's got a huge following. People know PEPE the Frog. He's one of the most famous memes in the world, right? Anything could happen. So just interesting to think about. Okay, smash that like button. They had PEPE 2 years ago on Bittrex. Must not have been the same PEPE though. Can you throw up that up on Twitter? Screenshot, no good. Can barely see, yet alone any writing. I could see it though, but maybe you're on the phone, right? I like to credit, someone who showed it to me. A lifer posted this in the trading group. I don't know where he got it either. It looks like it's from an old book, like some old trading book, right? Where did you get this, man? Tell us where you got this from. Who posted it? It's the Gann cycle. (2023) load up year, right? So we're loading up on BTC for sure. All right. You can see my energy is just, I'm not like, usually I'm like, blah, 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 blah. But today I'm just like, I literally felt like I get punched in the head. I don't know why. My brain is just like shot. Years of hard time, low prices, And so when is the year to sell? In 2034. Telling we should unload in 2034, right? And then we'll get into a panic again, and then things will start to drop. So we should start shorting in 2035. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not going to blindly do any of that, but I'll keep it on my radar. All right, I'll keep it on my radar. There I am showing the screen. So weird to see yourself in small version and then see yourself in real time. And Kadena and Zen both trending right now. We'll take a look at those coins because they're trending. You want to take a look at your trending coins. So yeah, to me, I believe we go sideways in this flag. We want to reset on the stochastics. And if we can do that, we will pump up to this 200 SMA. You see that? Very likely we can do that. All degen coins. Magnesium relaxes. Yeah, you look rough, bro. I don't like when people do that. You're out. Don't tell me I look rough. I'm just gonna put you on timeout for a little while. I just don't like when people say that to me. It upsets me a little bit. I'm sensitive. And I had a great sleep, so I don't know how I would look rough. I feel like I look amazing, so I don't know. Anyway, Pepe rocket ship. Thanks, bro. 120% in 2 minutes. So funny. It was first published in 1883. So insane, right? And can you look back? Did we really dump in all those years? We'd have to take a look at it. We're in this together, lifers. These people, LML. You look good, man. Looking great, Sam. Thank you. Looking great, dog. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Yeah, you know what the best, I'll be honest. My greatest skill, my worst weakness was hanging around negative people when I grew up. Like I saw them, but I wanted, you want to fit in. You want to hang out. Kids used to make fun of me and like I'd be in a group after school and someone would make fun of me. Like I'd still hang out, you'd be like, and I was always kind of a crazy fighter though. So yes and no, but at the same time, I had more negative people around me than I needed, and now the second someone's negative, I remove them from my stream, remove them from my life, like remove, And I know maybe he would have joined the trading group one day, maybe, but I don't care. That's if I'm only thinking about my money and my business. But you know what? He might come in and then he might do something not nasty to somebody else. He's already showed that he's, yeah, you look rough, bro. I don't know. Maybe he was just joking with me. I don't know. I shouldn't even listen to it. So wait, anyway, I feel that my friends were my biggest bullies. Funny. Welcome to your 40s, baby. Shout out to Austin, man. Same for my youth, man. Unfortunately, I had to remove some family. Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Shout out to Miss Teen Crypto in the house. God bless you, Miss Teen Crypto. You want to be a moderator? If anyone does anything. My moderator, she could be a celebrity moderator. I have to ask the mods, though, because they actually sit in a group and they go over who's going to do the, She obviously wouldn't be, in the group, guys. But she definitely would always, boss somebody off if they just did something that they shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? We'll give you moderator status. Why not? Let you shine, baby. Let you shine. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. All right. But the moderators do like extra work. I hope don't get upset. I don't know if we can trust her, said Jamie. I will save the liker community well. There you go. Miss Teen Crypto is mod status. Oh, yeah. New or lifer, fellow Aries here. More moon in Aries. Whether it's a coincidence for your airiness, I don't know. Thanks for your... Yeah, I'm getting like a fuzziness too. There was a fuzziness there. It's weird. Hold on. I am going to redo my mixer. I don't care. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Check, check, check. Yeah, no fuzziness. Seems to be better now. Everything seems to be a little better. After Zoom, I always just have to do something there. Still getting a little bit of a weird sound. It's weird. Anyway, figure it out later. Audio good. Thank you. Look, she's loving it now. She. God bless everybody here, man. If you can do something nice for somebody, do it. It'll make you feel good. You know what I mean? You'll feel better if you hook somebody up. Always hook somebody up if you can. If you know you could hook someone up, do it. That's all I always say. That's what I always say. 2 more days left in Ramadan too, and you get blessings, extra blessings for all the things you do for others. So I've been just doing as many good deeds as I can throughout the month. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here. Zesty333 vibes all day long, baby. All day long. Wow. Okay, so look, check 1, check 2. Yeah. Over 50% of the watchers haven't liked the stream. Smash that likes and pay the man. Shout out to CNC Ireland. May I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Nicest thing you can do. And also, we always tell people, sometimes you're coming down on the mouse, right? And your finger slips, and you can sprain your finger when you're touching the mouse button, right? And you're clicking the likes. So we have little finger splints and ice for you. Just write that you hurt your finger. We'll mail it out to you. Don't worry. Should get there in 24 hours. And in case you hurt yourself on the way down, we're there for you. Hit the like button. You'll be out. It won't mess up your hair. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Hi, Sam. I need a blessing in the trading group. Ha, ha, ha. Funny. GXT USDT is looking real nice on the daily. GXT, we'll look at that. GMX also looking pretty good. Wow, been a while. Shout out to Justin Burdick, my man. Thank you for jumping on in. Okay, I like so many of the streams. Definitely could use some of those finger supports. This is so funny, man. So super chats, XRP, Algo, and Doge, Alex, and Chain GPT. That many super chats already? Are you serious? $100 in super chats. Are you kidding me? Where did it come from? How did I miss all these super chats already? Dude, hold on. There must be some big ones. I want to go over them. So we got $50 from PEPE, or 250 AED. I don't know what that is in American. But PEPE to the moon. Okay. Can you look at Alex chart, please? Yeah. We'll get into the Alex chart. $5 for another PEPE idea. So this AID may be a lot of money, huh? That's a lot of money, that AED. What is 250 AED? Is it Australia? No, I don't even know. $68, dude. Arab Emirates Dinam. Wow, man. God bless you. Thank you so much for the $68. I had no idea. Now I know. All right. Thank you so much for the love, man. That's amazing. I mean, that's a fast $100 of the super chats. Great. Appreciate you all for being here. So look, I'd watch this flag. We need this one out, the 7-minute and the 50-minute to reset on the stochastics. I'm a stochastics trader with momentum. I trade momentum. That's what I do. And when the momentum's in my favor, I go for it and I front run the momentum. So I'm looking for this white line to come and touch price action for this flag to continue and for us to pump back up to the 200 SMA. We do have a death cross of the 15-minute. We do have to heed that. And we're getting into the bigger time frames in a second too as well to break it down. Showing you there's an Adam and Eve double top that did bring us to the downside. An Adam and Eve double top that did bring us to the downside. Understand these concepts and you're going to be flying high with the trades. All right. Looking great, Sam. Thank you for saying that. You're welcome. Welcome to your 40s. Oh, yeah, we're backtracking a little bit. XRP was left over from yesterday on the blue team. Thank you. I thought it was a new coin, AED. Hey, Lifer, thanks for your stream. I watch you almost every single day. Thank you for being here. All of you guys show me so much support. I respect it. God bless you. Will you keep coming? As long as you're consistent, you're gonna get the love. We like to be consistent here. You know, they did a survey of the American people, and they asked every American, a large jury of Americans, what did they like the most? What do Americans like the most? And you know what the answer was? What the most consistent answer? Consistency. Americans love consistency. That's what Americans like. 800 people on the live. Can we get to 1,000 today like we did yesterday? Let's go to 1,000. You guys got to hit the like button. You guys got me here. I used to stream to 2-3 people, and it was each and every one of you that boosted me to the upside. It was each and every one of you that got me going. All right? So we already bought some PEPE. We already did some crazy stuff on the live stream, right? We're already just getting wild. We're getting wild and crazy over here. We really are. So it is what it is. Let's get back into the stronger coins of the day. Let me refocus my energy and see what's happening. Stay disciplined, Sammy. Stay disciplined. And remember, we wanted to see what was hot in the last few hours. Render's hot. Optimism's hot. Dogecoin's hot. Oasis, GMX, Trust Wallet. Let's take a look. Even Arbitrum and Aptos. So let's jump on a Bitcoin for a second. We know it's in a flag. Go sideways. And let's take a look at Apt. Aptos was on my radar because it had a Casper. Remember, if you remember correctly, we have a Casper. Where is it? I got rid of it. But we took a Casper fractal, and it said that it was going to bounce and go pretty high from here. 3-day chart's starting to bend a little bit. Daily also got a little high without a lot of love. That's the only thing. Like, when the daily starts to bend, it tells you, hey, the ride could be over here. Inverted head and shoulder there that I was pointing out. We fell out of the flag, got back into it. You could try to do this and say, okay, it's like it was a symmetrical triangle. I'm open-minded, though. It's like chess. I'll play both ways. Daily is resistant. It has heavy resistance at the point of control. May have to double bottom here. You know, you had a bit of an Adam and Eve there too, though, but it's just not playing out too well for Aptos. I believe Aptos is a long-term hold. it could do some serious damage. We don't want to see it lose this support zone. Previous resistance, if it does this, I mean, we could get a drop all the way back down to this area here at about $5.63. I'm not saying that's happening, but that would be our next level. So you really want to hold this control here. We want to see this go sideways, make a bigger move. Aptos, the daily doesn't look amazing. The 4-hour chart probably wants to pump a little bit, but again, just showing signs of, you know, a little bit of a struggle here for Aptos. Still inside the flag, which is cool, but not really. Look, it lost the beautiful channel that it was in, and it dumped to the downside with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continues to dump, this could do that as well. It's a bit of a Bart Simpson on Aptos. I could rework the pattern. Oh, don't move that. I want to rework the pattern here and see what I'm seeing for Aptos. You got something like this inside of the flag. I do see this Adam and Eve double bottom, all right? Could play out. It depends. I'm getting mixed signals for Aptos, to be honest, because the daily's overbought. 4-hour kind of could rip. So this is what I would say. I would say I wouldn't touch it unless it can do this for the next 4 to 5 days and stay. And if it does that, the daily could somewhat reset. Let's take a look at our 22-hour. That's my hidden time frame that can really produce massive gains. You'd be surprised how many times we've made massive gains using the 22-hour in this channel. It does damage, all right? Doing damage. My voice even sounds different today. I was like, you know. Okay. Monkeys for wrapped ETH. ETH looking bad, like more pain ahead. I would love to see $5 Aptos, right? Just subscribe to the Miss Teen Crypto. There you go. Send in the love, baby. Send in the love. Just subscribe. And that's what you do. You build other people's channels up. You build other people up. And God builds you up. You know what I mean? Just like I got put on ATB. Just like I got the blessings from other channels that hooked me up. You know? My man Joey Paris. Look for Joey Paris and me. He's going to be putting out an interview segment with me and him on his channel. Check out Joey Paris. 336 subscribers. He's 336,000 subscribers. The dude is doing damage. And I'm making connections all around the internet. Really starting to get to know everybody. Me and Tom Crown are cool. We've been DMing recently. I can't wait to see him in Austin, Texas. And again, I'm going to be in Austin, Texas in 7 days, a week from now. I fly out to Austin, Texas for Consensus. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be awesome. Also, what's really cool is I got gifted the $3,000 NFT. God bless you, Dingo. I can't believe you did that for me. That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for me in my entire life. One of the greatest, gifts I was given. And there's going to be a Astrobot NFT meetup. So everyone there would have paid $3,000 for their NFT. And there's going to be so many crypto guys in there, and I'm going to learn about something. So I'm going to go to the exclusive Astrobot party, a little cocktail party or whatever. And then I'm also, there's a bunch of other little VIP events that are going on all around. It's going to be a fun networking time. I'm going to have a blast. I'm going to bring my camera. We're going to send a vlog for you. I'm going to do a lot of awesome footage, send it to my team. And I'm just excited. I love going to events. I love covering events. And I like meeting people. So I'm very excited to go to Austin, Texas. It's going to be in and out, though. I fly in Wednesday afternoon, or I get there like 11 o'clock on Wednesday, and I leave Friday afternoon. So in and out, really just get Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then I can do my live stream and pack up my bag. So I'm also going to try to do a minimal live stream. I usually bring all this other stuff. Wow. Look at this guy. Dude, we might even, dude, my man holding me down right now. Simone Perla in Dubai, we're all ready to put big money in PEPE. Dude, it's funny you say that. I went to dbank.com. I'm going to blow your minds, guys. Watch this. You go to dbank. If you don't know what dbank is the place to be. It really is. It's going to show you every single thing that you own, how much you own of it, what you're doing with it, and everything. And look, you can go to the whales section. And I just start looking at whales. And I love just going over what these whales are doing, right? So this guy has a $3.2 billion on his wallet. He really does, right? And so you want to see, what is this whale buying with $3.2 billion, right? And so you go and you click and you can see his holdings. So look, this man has $1.2 billion in optimism. He has $3.2 billion in optimism sitting on a wallet. That's insane. That has to be a guy from Dubai. Who else? It's got to be one of the sons of the Salt. You know what I mean? One of the sons. They're the only ones I believe that would put this much money on optimism. So this guy's got $3.2 billion in optimism. That's just absolutely insane, right? He owns 1.25 billion optimism I just, I mean, this is like, if this doesn't blow your mind, right? So you see another whale. So you're looking for these whales, like, what do they got? What are they doing, right? This guy only owns Arbitrum, right? So they're betting big on these coins. I'm just telling you, 159 he got in, and he has $2.79 billion worth of Arbitrum. I mean, this is a big deal, right? It just shows you. So if you ever like think, you know, so if this project could go up or down, but I mean, with that much money behind it, right? Look at this guy. He's got 1.5 billion. What is he holding? And he's holding, you know, he's holding $500 million worth of SHIB, $400 million worth of Ethereum, $98 million worth of Matic. And then he's got some, you know, things split around. He's got a pretty strong portfolio. He holds everything, though. Look, he holds oh my God, man. This man does not stop. He's got DYDX. He's got Reef. He's got NKN. This looks like my wallet. I hold every single. He's got some Power. He's got some Cody. He's got some Parsec. He's got some storage. He's got some RLC. He's got some Bond. Wow. Like, this dude, wouldn't it be fun? So never compare yourself to anybody. Like, I'm doing great. My life's going well. And I look at this and I'm like, this guy's got everything in the game. You know, he's sitting on 100. And he's not even the biggest whale yet. You know? So you can't compare yourself to other people. You just can't. Because it doesn't, you know, you just can't do it. Right? You just can't do it. $96 million. It's just insane what these whales are doing. Right? And I'm just so curious. This guy holds $1.2 billion in KuCoin shares. It's just fascinating to me. It also makes you worry because you can see that these whales hold like almost all of the supply of some of these coins, right? But look, Optimism, 3 billion. I'm telling you right now, I got a bag of Optimism. I got a bag of Arbitrum. You got to have these layer twos. When ETH starts to really jump, you got to I have a bag of Matic. I'm set for the next few years here when it comes to what's going on, right? It's funny, I was just looking at the corner of my screen and I saw these 77s just sticking out at the end of the Bookmap. 29,360. Looks like Bitcoin's going to go struggle and go sideways here inside this flag and starting to dip, see? I want to see this flag. Like, I see more bearishness than bullishness at the present moment in time. Based on you know, even the 2-day doesn't look too great too. We're gonna break down the bigger time frames in a second. We'll bring them for you. But right now, it's all about these little flags. We had a little pump, and I'm telling you right now that we have big orders down here. 29,800 Bitcoins, 28,900. It's a likelihood that we go to the downside here and get scooped up by the low liquidity, by that liquidity. So, you know, hey, Bookmap, don't lie. So these guys want to load up at these low prices. After they load up, there's a chance we get pushed to the upside. And we can still short squeeze. Anything can happen, believe you me. You know, what say you? But at the same time, you just got to see, well, there's way more liquidity down there than up here. All right. And again, you can't go anywhere till you touch the 21-day moving average. That's just a prerequisite of price action that I stand by. All right. So you'd wait for this to touch, make a bit of a flag. It's still kind of got a cup and handle vibe. And you got to stay above this point of control as well. May God bless Gary Gensler. You know what I mean? No, may God bless him. I think he has, you know, a family, right? May whatever, you know, may God bless him, man. I got no hate towards anybody. May God bless everybody in this world, right? He does seem to be struggling at his work, but we'll see. You know what I mean? Only time will tell. Binance on Bookmap shows liquidity to the upside. I might be crazy, but I've been putting $10 every 3 days into KuCoin ETFs. I'd be careful just because the ETFs can rebalance. And so I personally wouldn't do that. But I'm not a financial advisor. Like I say, and you should be taking as financial advice. I would actually buy the real coins, but you do whatever makes you happy. If it works for you, it works for you. What are you throwing down that we should be picking up? Get your deep dives on the list for later in the stream. Guaranteed to see you stacks in promised land after the next bull run. And they like PEPE. They like that I bought PEPE. And they hooked me up. Like, that's insane. Live streams bumping, right? $238 in chat revenue. This guy hooked me up. Like, he went hard. He sent $180 at me in money out of Dubai, man. Shout out to my Dubai patrons. God bless you for being here. Thank you for jumping on into the live, man. You're the man, dude. Let's give you another shout out. Simone Perla. You're awesome. Or it might be Simon Perla, but I see Simone. I could be saying it wrong, but yeah, Simone Perla, man. God bless you. Pepe to the moon, dude. In Dubai, we're ready to put big money in Pepe. He just told us that could skyrocket. Tom Emmer held no punches. He went hard, man. Shout out to Tom Emmer in the game. He went hard. He broke it down exactly for what it is, because you know what? When you stand for the people and you're voting for the people, it is what it is. So look, we are getting dragged down in the liquidity. You can see a little bit of a, possibly a long squeeze happening here. And the really only big liquidity we can see is these giant buy orders. What that tells me, the last time I saw buy orders this thick, 28.5, 29.5, we weren't able to get through that zone. So that does look like a heavy load up zone for Bitcoin. And we're going to have to look at the bigger time frames as well. But so far you can see, like, I didn't call a huge long. I said we got to wait for the flag to play out. I wouldn't jump into a long right now. I'd wait for the flag to play out here. And we are touching the 21 now, and in the 7-minute is starting to reset. But look, the 50-minute still didn't reset. And technically, you could say like this was the flag we broke out. If it breaks back in, you're back inside the flag again. And you could eventually get a dump too. So just, do you retest this flag, or do you get back inside this trend line? You break back inside this trend line, then you're in the flag. And if you're in the flag can then drop. That's how patterns work. You leave a pattern, but if you come back inside the pattern, you could get a move to the upside. All right. I might be crazy, but I've been putting $10 a day into, oh yeah, okay. I like when people say Pepe will do something. Pepe will dump. You never know what's going to happen. Eventually, I mean, you could say that. I could say that about anything. Bitcoin will dump. Yeah, like tomorrow, today, like any coin, the stock market will dump. Pepe will flip Shiba. If Bitcoin drops, how does that affect the stock market? Good or bad? What's the best way to trade if you work full time and go to the gym every day? How do I get the next level without not having to do a lot of time to devote to crypto? You would trade the bigger time. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but if I was very, very busy, this is what I do. And I am a busy man. I'll be honest. It's harder for me to day trade a lot. I like to swing trade. And I've always been a swing trader. Personally, it's my favorite thing. So look, I started, and you have to be patient. But look, I started, when I saw Kaz, you could watch our channel. And what we did is Kaz had a huge pump. So you'd get to know Fibonacci. Really, it's not that hard what you want to accomplish. You'd get to know your Fibonaccis, okay? So when Kaz came up here, I noticed that it came down to the 618. I started buying it right here. This day, I bought like, a couple grand of Kaz, right? And then when it pumped up huge, okay? And then what I do is I watch you can watch like a daily chart, all right? So then you see the daily starting to get high, and it gets above a zone, but just see what you can get out of this thing. Or take the 2-day, right? And so you get in when the 2 days low or whatever, when it starts to pump up. Specifically, I would use RSI and Fibonacci. When the RSI starts getting above the dotted line into these areas, maybe start scaling out, right? And so that's what I did. I scaled out. And then what you do is a massive pump come. You may miss the entire top. Do the same thing again. Pull the 618 and wait for it to come on down. Now, this takes time. You would have gotten in January, and you would have started selling somewhere in March. It's about 2 months. But you would have made a good amount of money, right? We did this with DMTR too as well. So what you want to do is you want to do heavy research, come to the channel, learn about new coins that you don't know about, right? So look, we started buying DMTR down here. It went up 2,000%, a 20x. But hey, we had to hold it from February all the way to April. February, March, and April, just 2-3 months really. And then what you do the same thing again. So like here, we had an impulse to the downside. So I draw my Fibonacci's. This is not rocket science. And then you wait for it to get back down into the 618 and you load up again. It takes patience though. Most people don't have the patience, but you have a full-time job. You're busy. So you just set things and let them go. You will still be a trader. You're just going to be trading on bigger time frames. The busier you are, the bigger time frames will help you. All right? The bigger time frames will help you. So, that's, and then I always dollar cost average too, and build bags. Some people in the streets are like, can you get me some Pepe, man? Right? He could target ranges, set it and forget it. Exactly. Chad and Pepe have been sending it though. For real. Funny, man. I'm out. Maybe. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate you. Nobody cares that you're out, man. We're happy that you're gone. Learn to take some healthy criticism. I don't need it. I don't know. I don't even. God bless you, brother. God bless you, man. I bet we could pull you back in. Watch. Let's everybody tell him that we love him. He's having a bad day. BTC for life. Everyone say BTC for life. We love you. Right? Watch. BTC, we love you. Nah, because you can't hate on it. You got to just spread love. We love you, brother. We love you, BTC for life, man. Watch how many people tell us we love you, right? Look, love you, homie. See this? We love you, bro. Look how much love is here, man. Look, God bless, brother. Look at this. It's Ramadan, man. I'm fasting for Ramadan. Like, I have so much love in my heart. God bless you. Look at that. So many people love you, bro. And we did this with Jacob. Remember Jacob and me? We kind of, next thing you know, we became one of the best lifers in the game. Look how many people love you, dude. Look at all this love. Look at all this love, dude. BTC, if we love you, stay tuned for the news, man. Dude, we love you, man. We love you. Come back. We're here for you, brother. We're here for you. We don't know what happened. We don't know, someone in his family could have passed. We don't know what he's going through. Let's be open-minded and be kind, right? So God bless you, man. God bless you, brother. God bless you. It's all love here, man. It's all love. He gone, baby. It's so funny. I get wrecked every time I continue on my phone all day. Man. Hey, Peter. Hey, Loish. I think I'm going to grow a beard. Spread the love, man. Baby Doge. You know what? Baby Doge has been trending. So I want to take a look at Baby Doge as well. All right? I want to take a look at Baby Doge as well. So look, you got the smaller time frames. And what I do is really, when I do smaller time frame behavior, like we're looking at all this stuff in the smaller time frames. It's not some could say the charts are messy because I got smaller time frames and bigger time frames. What we can do is we can delete the smaller time frame stuff that I just recently put out, which I guess is somewhere like, and actually I got the price note. So it'll be somewhere here, right? And we can group that, call it the 7-minute, and then we can hide that, right? And hopefully then when we go to the bigger time frames, things will make sense and they'll be nice and neat. So the bigger time frame is this idea here. We'll get rid of that white line. And for me, I just like to go to a new chart. Like, it's just easier for me to go to a new chart. Like I take a look at this and I say, okay, what's happening? What's going down? So for anyone that wants to see the big picture for Bitcoin, yes, we have major support at 25.2. Do we come back to it? There's a high chance we do. A very, very high chance. We also have this bit of a, rising wedge, but you could also say, I've seen these play out as a flag to the upside. I really have. I've seen that as a bull flag when things get really, really bullish. The 12-hour suggests we're about to bounce back to the upside. So if trading the 12-hour time frame, that's a bit of a flag there. Length of the pole, and we could get back to the top of the channel or even higher, right? That's just something to think about. So it all depends. It all depends. 33,191 on the radar, all right? 33,191 on the radar. Then also, if you look at here, you got this lower area, 26,555. That's also a bounce area. Nothing here, but you wick to it too as well. And then here, you're holding us down right there too as well at about 28,880. The eight's all about the eight. So if Bitcoin can hold the zone, it's really just in some up and down movement in a bit of, that's just a flag. It's just flag. It's just up and down flagging, right? Nothing crazy, nothing, We're all going to make it, baby. Wag me, baby. Wag me. Wag me. CHE, please. I thought Baby Doge was coming to KuCoin. I think it was. I believe it is. I love you, brosif. We all gonna make it, man. Shout out to Chad, man. God bless you, Chad. Can you look at GRT and the AIDA chart? Send in a super chat for TA and deep dive. I appreciate it. We get XRP, ALGO, DOGE, ALEX, Chain, GPT, and Ethereum. All right. Do you think it'll drop to 28.5? I don't think anything. I don't use my thoughts when I'm trading. I just look at the charts. The charts say that, look, previous resistance becomes new support. Looks like we SR flipped the 28.80 area, and we could get a move. The 12-hour does want to move. And look, we have a hidden bullish divergence still on the 12-hour time frame. Despite what everyone's freaking out about, that's a hidden bullish. And I like to label it all nice and neat for you. But that is a hidden bullish divergence there, right? And it suggests that we'll go up and down, but eventually break back to the upside. Long-term idea is to open up a trade here, and we could get back up to 33,220, and that's going to be the 3-day touching the 200 SMA that I keep talking about. But so, and then the stop loss could be somewhere below this point of control, because if you come to the point of control, it's over. Or if you lose this channel, it's a wrap too as well, right? And so stop loss somewhere at 4% to gain 12. That's a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, 2.67. Not 3-to-1. I'd like it a little better than that. Like 3-to-1s, but yeah, I'd also like to be below the point of control. So 12 hours suggested a move could come to the upside. A bit of hidden bullish divergence of the 12-hour time frame suggests that this, this dump may be short-lived. Also, there's still a hidden bullish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame. It's not like we made a, we're kind of double bottoming here. Bit of a double bottom, slightly lower low though. Can you take a look at Caspa, please? I already kind of talked about it and went over it again, but I'll look at it again. But we had it on the screen like numerous times on the live stream. But I can take a look at Caspa for you. Also, remember, we do time stamped here, so if you miss it, if you have to run to the bathroom, if something happens, it'll be time stamped for you. Right now, the 4-hour does want to continue to the downside. On the stochastics, there's some downward momentum, but so far we're being held by this beautiful look. Previous resistance becomes new support, and that wick really was the area that we challenged. So, as I said before, on the bigger time frames, as long as we stay above this diagonal trend line, I'm still bullish. Once we break that, I believe we could have a bit more of a correction down to 25.2, and that could bring us all the way back down to 19,800. And you have to be open-minded the fact that we could go lower. There's a chance that we do go lower. It all depends. So swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. Hidden bullish divergence here. Kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder there too. And remember that Adam and Eve double bottom that played out. So 12 hours suggests a bounce. You know, and a lot of these time frames, look, the 22, the 12, the 8, the 6. 6 is kind of slumping around. But the 12-hour looks pretty good to me. And has hidden bullish divergence on the 12-hour time frame as well, suggests that we can go to the upside. So interesting times to be alive, but the smaller time frames have to play out and figure out what's going on. I mean, the 1 hour wants to pump. It's looking very bullish. And did the 1 hour have hidden bullish? No, they're both down. Both down. This is interesting, though. Do we have that like falling wedge, right? It breaks out the wedge, comes back in, and then still pumps out the wedge. So this is this weird thing that I do. I've never seen anyone do, but it kind of suggests that you're still in a falling wedge. And what you could do is you just delete the fact that it ever left the wedge. You take all that out. You just act like it never happened. And you're like, oh, we're in a falling wedge. Act like it kind of went down like that, right? And that falling wedge should break to the upside 68% of the time, technically. I believe they've been playing games with the TA because they can't give you exactly what they used to anymore. So they're always doing something interesting. And I've been basically finding this pattern a lot. How you break out, break back inside. Then you still did break out of the pattern. The 1 hour is still looking somewhat bullish, in my humble opinion. And then what I do is I slip back to the smaller time frames because we need to know what the smaller time frames are doing. If the 7 and the 15 can't get us above a certain zone, then it's likely we're not getting above a certain zone. You know what I mean? The smaller time frames will predict kind of the exit or the entry here. So, and at the end of the day, we're still in my mind, we're still in a bit of a bear flag here. You see this? It's not like it's an amazing feed here. We're still in a bit of a bear flag, and anything could happen. And still got the length of the pole. You can't get back above this resistance. The smaller time frames can't get us through the gap in the VRVP. It's likely we do head lower to 28,382. All right. 15-minute wants to dump on us too. So I'd be careful getting mixed signals here on a Wednesday for Bitcoin. And it's funny, it feels more like a Monday than a Wednesday for whatever reason. All right. Shout out to the 888 people on the live stream, $243 in chat revenue, 457 likes. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And I'm so grateful for God. God, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all the commissions and affiliate links. Thank you for everybody in my life. Thank you for everyone in the trading group. Thank you for my wife, my kids. Thank you for all the love that you bring into my life, and all the people here on the live stream. I'm so blessed, and I appreciate it on this Ramadan special time during, just a holy season for many people. And shout out to everybody fasting today. May you have a wonderful fast. May you get through it as best you can. I know your day may be hard. I don't know what you're doing. There's a player who plays in the playoffs in the NBA, and he's fasting during the playoffs. He's still doing his thing, and I believe God will provide you with the energy that you may miss from the food. All right? Make a MEXC account with the Lifers link. Yes, I am, Hassan. Yes, I am. I'm a worldly man. So look, I mean, that's still a bear flag, right? And you can see it as a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. I'm open-minded, but I see a bear flag, and so here you go. You know, if the smaller time frames can't break you out on the big or the smaller flag, this flag is going to drop to the downside. So we're getting some mixed signals. So we got to make sure that the smaller time frame plays out. Alhamdulillah, man. Yes, my friend. I can't drink lemon water when you fast, bro. You can't drink any water or eat anything from sundown to sun up. If you've noticed, the whole month I have not had the lemon water here, only at night. You know what I mean? But once everything goes back, it'll pump around 12 to 1 p.m. I need to thank you again for the 0.65 fib level you pointed out last week. It's fire. God bless you, man. Thank you for being here. I'm really, really happy. This guy just bought half my PEPE. You know what I mean? He saw me buy $450 a PEPE, and he threw me like basically $200. So God bless you, man. I remember going through that in the playoffs with Hakeem Olajuwon. He still threw down on everybody. I remember the back-to-back Houston championships in the 90s. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Great stream. Thank you. I nabbed some soul at the level last night. Boom. There you go. There you go. And I continue to grab things that I like too as well. Smart move. You got to make a smart move when you can. Look, we barely retested this trend line too as well. So we watch the smaller time frames, remember. And they're going to give us kind of the indication of what's going to happen on the bigger time frames. Hard to do that in place with the long days. UK, for example, I used to try. Yeah. Hey, man, I did 7 hours of live streaming yesterday. I did a 4-hour live stream doing the thing. My back is so tense right now, which makes, actually, hold on. What do I got to do today? I got practice. Man, my man just wrote me something funny. I can't wait to read that. Shout out to Gus, man. I love you, Gus, for taking the time out. My man is basically the CFO, or he was the CEO, now he's the COO of a publicly traded company. You know what I mean? And man, he still takes time to reach out to me, man. What a blessing. We're also in an eclipse season, Sammy. Do you know what has happened the past 2 eclipses season last year? We have an eclipse coming. A full lunar eclipse, I believe, right? Also, let me show you the moon phases. You got to watch my video about the moon phases. April 20th is a hybrid eclipse, an observer's guide to space. So 2 days from now, we will have an eclipse. A very rare hybrid solar eclipse will take place on Thursday. And I love to look at the stars with my daughter. I know exactly where Orion's belt is, wherever I can, if it's in my hemisphere, you know. And then you have Betelgeuse at the top and Rigel at the bottom. Orion's belt in the middle. You know what I mean? And I've been studying the Pleiades. You could see Venus for the last few days. It was one of the brightest things in the sky up and to the right from where I'm living. Thanks for being a real one, Sam. Shout out to Mark Whitfield. No, you're a real one for being real to me. Pull out 400 out of sand and put 100 in 100x BTC. Made 670. Then took 400 and bought sand and gained 40 sand tokens. Hey, pretty risky, man, but you did what you had to do. My dad moved from Iran when he was 14 to the U.S. to escape the regime. Here in America became a Jehovah's Witness, and they knocked. Here in America became a Jehovah's as they knocked on his door. That's funny. I don't believe in moon phases in relation to crypto, but enough people do. It's still worth thinking in consideration. You can't believe it. You got to look at it. Watch this. I'm an OG. All right. Crypto moon phases. Watch this. Crypto lifer, moon phases. You don't have to believe. You just have to look at the facts. So look at this. We're going to watch a piece of this together. I'm going to turn off the sound right now. 862 people on the live. Thank you for being here. So look at this. Just take a look. Hi, I'm the Crypto Lifer. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a good morning, day, afternoon, night, no matter where you are in the world. If you like my content and the vibe that I provide, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to hit that like button. And please leave a comment. I absolutely love reading the comments. Today, I want to talk about the moon cycles. Yes, the moon cycles. What do you mean? Well, moon cycles seem to be affecting Bitcoin in a major way. Yeah, it seems to be that there's a big correlation between full moons, new moons, pumps, and dumps. And I want to get to the bottom of it. So I found a moon cycle indicator that was talked about in a group I was in, and I wanted to see what is going on with it. So I popped it on. I started to take a deep dive. And guys, I want to take you on an astronomical mission with me as we go into what's going on with Bitcoin and the moons. So check it out. I have a chart behind me that shows the moon cycles last few months. Let's go far back as we can for Bitcoin. This goes all the way back to January 20 because it's the USDT chart. But regardless, there we have a full moon. You can see Bitcoin starts to make a move to the upside. Okay?
Moon cycle pump.
There we have a full moon. Bitcoin starts to kind of make a move. There we have a new moon, and Bitcoin starts to dump. Okay? Then we don't really have any really big moon. We have an equinox period here. Full moon again, Bitcoin starts to make its way up. Full moon again, Bitcoin starts to make its way up. And at this point, you're like, whatever, you know. There's a little dump, not much. Full moon starts to make its way up. Full moon right there starts to make its way up. Full moon right there. Now, wow, well, look, dump. Full moon near the bottom, break up. And look, it starts to move up in a vast way here.
This is the new moon right there.
Look, then there's a full moon here, and it starts to pump huge.
Then we have a new moon.
And we get a massive
And,
dump.
you know, we're about to have a new moon. And the moon cycle changes, and we dump. We get all the way to the bottom here at 29.5. That's exactly when we have a full moon again. January 26th, 27th area, and we begin to boom up. And boom. And so this starts to blast all the way, right? I mean, then divergence, and back down here, full moon again near the area of the bottom. And we pump again. New moon
Right on
directly on top of a dump.
Full moon.
Full moon very close to the beginning of a pump again.
So you don't have
New
to
moon
believe.
directly
you
on
just have
top
to
of
look
a
at the
dump.
facts.
We dump down here to a beautiful full moon. That's the direct bottom again. And we boom up to a new moon where we dump again. And look where we are last night with the full moon. The full moon werewolf of Bitcoin.
Oh man. So anyway, wow, they do line up nicely, but humans can see patterns in anything. I mean, you can see that's not a pattern though. That's a fact. I'm a math guy. Like when something happens that many times in a row, you're not forcing the pattern, dude. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I'm just, I got to put that out there. Whether you believe it or not, I believe it exists. So, hey, I'm open-minded to believe what I see is possible. 7 minutes says we could get a breakout of this little flag to the upside, but that's what it's saying. You're getting oversold on the bearish momentum, and we could go further. So I like what I'm seeing here on the 7. At the same time, we're still in this channel that could definitely break us to the downside. So I wouldn't short or long right now. I just let the dust settle. I'm not gonna open up any leverage trading right now. I'm just gonna let the dust settle right now. Moon equals Chandra, the grand moon energy, the grand mom energy. Math sucks by Jimmy Buffett. Indicator name, moon phases. First saw the moon phases on the first time on the Crypto Mason show. Yo, shout out to Crypto Mason, man. God bless him and his wife. They're really nice to me. I DM them sometimes, and they always answer me back on Twitter. We're good friends. We're not good friends, but they're nice to me. According to my old stock gurus, if you buy on new moons and sell on the full moons, your portfolio will be up 42%. 400, yeah, exactly. I'm just saying. See what Marcus is saying? 4,200%, man. Shout out to Marcus in the house. Thank you for saying that. Moon cycles on TradingView. People use to trade because insider trading, isn't allowed. Yeah, so they'll just say, hey, on the new moon, let's all do this together. On the full moon, let's all do that together. And that way they can say, they'll just tell you, they'll be at a meeting, they'll be like, sell on the full moon, and they'll kind of wink at each other. That way they don't have to text, they don't have to do anything. So I'm just saying, you have to remember, yeah, exactly. He's a cool guy, I like his vibe. People use the trade, but yep, okay. I heard that also, yeah, so this is a big deal. Something you want to look at is the moon cycles. Whether you think it's not there or not, it's just something to look at. You have a slanted shoulder and a head and a right shoulder there. They could pump us up. 7 minute is likely to kind of maybe get a little bit of a move here, but probably just to the top of the channel. You know what I mean? We go sideways. Again, you just have to make sure that really with this is a big area of resistance here. Can you get to this high volume node at 29,900? Not going to lie, I have to work during Lifers Live, but I like to hear him talk about the charts that I'm doing my stuff. Always comforting to know I'm not alone on this crypto journey. Shout out to Francis Fledger. We love you, man. I watched the video about the moons tonight, but I don't know, man. Seems swag. You're funny, man. God bless you, Coors Lightyear. Love you, man. Get rid of the booze, though, if you're drinking booze. The market can get pretty esoteric the deeper you get. When my wife goes nuts from the full moon equals bye. You're so funny, man. Lifer is the main. Shout out to After Hours, man. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Posted a long time ago, the same lunar cycle with golden ratio. Multiply the output to get price channels. You're way above me, Hunches, man. I'm not as smart as you, brother. You've been trying to always come in here with this stuff, and I actually think you're amazing, but I'm just not there with you. I can't physically, mentally get into that zone with you. But hey, I'd have to sit with you for days, and maybe you could program me, right? But I'm not on your level. I will be a lifer by this weekend. Shout out to Shitty Channel. That's so shitty channel. I don't know what I just said, but I didn't swear. It said shitty with a DD. I just want to make that clear to the algorithm. We didn't do that. So look, I've been watching these flags. If Bitcoin decides to dump, these flags are going to pump pretty nicely. All the 3S tokens on KuCoin could give you some gains. So I'm just pointing this out. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taking as financial advice, but the odds are in our favor that this could get a nice move to the upside. Toth, student of Osiris, Dr. Pepe. Shout out to everybody here. I will be a lifer by this weekend. God bless you. Smokies and Hobbes. Worth a look, man. Thank you. I don't know, man. You guys are talking about like Mokies. Mokies and Hobbes. And Pepe, man. Pepe. If I were to sell all my Pepe right now, I'd be at 482, right? 534 if I got a little more. So where did we buy Pepe? Oh, I bought some Hydra recently too. You know, I'm starting to load up on a little bit of Hydra. So, look, you can see I also bought some MEXC token too as well. But look, we look at Pepe, and I bought Pepe at what? At 3. It's already up, dude. It's already up almost 10%, right? Because I bought it at 3 even. Dude, I got it at 3,000 even. Already up 10% on the Pepe, right? I spent 482. If I were to sell it right now where it's at, I'm at 552. So I just showed you how to turn in 480. And that's amazing. Look, we just made, I mean, you have to do the math here, but we just made 525 minus 482, right? We made $43, all right, on 482 bucks. 48 would be 10%. 10% is hot, man. That's 10%. And look at the 777s, man, holding us down. So it's just interesting. We just made 10% on the channel buying Pepe. All right. I'm just showing, hey, to a lot of people, $40 is just enough to keep them moving and get them grooving and moving, right? So. So if Bitcoin starts to dump, I'm telling you, and this looks aggressive. Look at that 7-minute. That tells me that a pump is coming. And then I even looked at the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour spent now. Interesting. So it would be more of a smaller time frame pump, right? 15 minutes suggests a pump is coming for the 3S tokens. And they're probably a lot of them in the same little flag here. See this? With lower liquidity. So just something to think about. All right. And these will, if the coin goes down 10%, these end up pumping 30%. You know what I mean? They'll give you 3x on the pump or the dump, depending. All right. Funny, Sinverse, we had that nice move. Then it came back. It's in a giant cup and handle now. If you just, you know. It did make nice gains out of that initial move. And it's in a giant cup and handle on Sinverse. Keeping it simple. Like. This thing is holding, and like previous resistance becomes new support. So it's sitting on a support. This is interesting. This thing could make some bacon on the beach, 15-minute. I'd watch this for sure. And it's got slight hidden bullish because this is swinging to the upside. Well, this is more flat into the down. That's hidden bullish divergence right there. Even a class B at least. Definitely not class C though, right? So I definitely would put this on your radar, something you want to see. We scalped it already for some gains. It was all right. Gave a lot of it back, but hey, as long as you do the right thing, you're good to go. I don't know why I wrote Stacks there. Let me delete that. I think I was talking to Stacks. Oh, no, okay, it wasn't it. Yeah, SIN USDT and a cup and handle. Possible scalp with a 15-minute. All right, then there's always a gainer out there. Let's take a look at Kadena. And I believe Kadena could be a bigger gainer in the long term. And honestly, getting Kadena near $1, under $1 is really like an absolute, just, you know, this is what's called bullish. For me, it's you know, bear market consolidation. When something bounces like this off the lower trends, tells me that there's a bigger move coming in the long term. Like this is just acquisition, right? Again, Kadena could go lower. Anything could happen. We have a black swan event in the markets. But what I see Kadena doing, just going more sideways in a bull. Just going, you know, taking its time. Something like this, and you're bouncing, kind of come up and down. You go sideways, and then this thing could fly to the upside. You see me? Kadena. Very, very interesting. All right. Very interesting. Now, I don't like it like right now per se, but this is something I would build. I haven't built a bag yet of it, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about, you know, I always wanted Kadena. I remember when it went from a bean all the way back to like this thing. We were started looking at it here, and people in my trading group even put it out at like $1, even less than $1, and it would go to like what, 27? I believe $27 was the high. 28.52 for Kadena. I mean, it's got a lot of Microsoft people behind it. It could get really big. I believe it's not going anywhere. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. How much did you spend in gas buying PEPE? It's like $50 right now. I bought PEPE on the exchange for no money because MEXC is 0 fees. I didn't spend any fees buying PEPE because right now you have 0 fees on spot. 0 fees on MEX Global. So I don't know what to tell you. Right now, look, 0 spot maker and taker fees. I just bought it on spot for free, man. So I don't know what to tell you, but I didn't have to pay for my PEPE at all. I got PEPE clean. I can teach you how to not to spend any money with MEXC. Link in the description for MEXC. I do get a commission from MEXC, but hey, it also hooks you up because you don't have to spend any money. So check it out. Also, right now, MEXC is doing something they don't do for everybody, but they're doing it for the lifers. So check this out on MEXC today. All right. And I'm going to pin the MEXC. If you want to jump into MEXC today, we'll pin it in the comment section. So it's right there and easy for you to click on. But if you go to MEXC, you can see they're running an awesome campaign for the lifer. Exclusive new user deposit campaign for Crypto Lifer. And it's only 10 days left. But if you basically trade over 500 USDT, you're going to get $10 USDT. And if you do more than 3,000 or 30,000, it's a $10 BTC airdrop or a $40 BTC airdrop, which over time, right? That's Bitcoin. And then if you get into the big boy section and you trade over 100,000 USDT, get $30 USD in future bonuses. You can get up to $9,000 in bonuses if you go to the highest levels and do everything. But you have to, to be eligible for that, right? You need to deposit more than 150,000 USDT within 7 days of registration. And with futures trading volume more than 50 million within 30 days, you'll receive up to a $9,000 USDT futures bonus. And remember, there's 0 maker and 0 taker fees. They made this after, and we should change that to 0 again, but we made this before they did the lower fee. And then, but still, 0 makers and only a tiny percent on the taker. Look, 0.02% on futures. The lowest fees in the game, I'm telling you, everybody. No reason to buy your PEPE anywhere else. That's why I bought it here on MEXC, right? So you trade spot. 0 fees trading spot right now. It is what it is. So, hey, we can see this person just closed the percent and they gained 490%. Look at that. That person just gained 490% on a perpetual swap. All right. And yeah, so someone asked me, how much did I pay for my PEPE? Let's look at AIDOGE. It's also here. All right. And I mean, AIDOGE looks to me like it could actually get some more love here. Went over it already, but you can see it's a bit of a symmetrical triangle, 50-50, but it is starting to move up. And you take a mini fib on that. Can you draw a Fibonacci here? Probably not. I don't know. No. Not a lot of tools there, but it is what it is. Okay? And maybe there. No. Anyway, we're going to take a look at render optimism. Optimism has been on my radar for a long time now. Okay. And there's Bitcoin slumping. My probability says short for most of the day, but you never know. Okay. There's no guarantees, but we're watching the 7-minute on the smaller time frames here. And there you go. See how it's starting to break to the downside there? I mean, this is a flag. That's a bear flag. And the 15-minute wants to take you to the downside. So I show you the probabilities. Doesn't mean we're definitely going down, but it's already kind of breaking the trend line here a little bit. And you're in a bear flag. And bear flags break to the downside. Now, there's a lot of people on the sidelines and they love Bitcoin. So I could see them scooping it up. You have to remember, no matter what's going on, we could be this close to another big bank collapsing or something happening. So again, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, and I don't want to create panic and FUD, but I'm just saying if we hear that type of news, people are going to run into Bitcoin yet again. All right, so it's just something to think about. Wild is something that I like to accumulate just slowly but surely as it's in this long, and again, these are long-term accumulations. This is the accumulation phase for me personally. A year before the halving is when I wake up and start kind of building bags here and there, and I wait for, just dumps. And so this is a coin that I really like, that I kept saying I would a dollar cost average into. I didn't get enough bags, and I kept saying, I'm going to do it. And finally, it came all the way down, and I started buying in. I started buying as much wild as I personally could, and I'm excited that I did. All right? I'm excited that I did, just buying wild up. And the key is you don't have to be a big shot. You just do things slowly but surely. All right? Slowly but surely. Wild, baby, wild. I was trying to see my wild buys, but there's some wild. Yeah, some more wild. And, oh yeah, and I sold my Caspa at 24,789. I want to see exactly when I sold my Caspa. At 24,789. So that's when I know to get back in. I'm also building a Gala bag. I'm also building an AGIX bag. You know what I mean? So if you're not, that's what I'm doing. Again, whatever I do should be taken as financial advice. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm just nice enough to tell you what I'm doing. All right? I'm nice enough to tell you what I'm doing on the live stream. I bought a whole Bitcoin at 19K. I was out there doing them, Could this be a shoulder, a giant head, and a little right shoulder? I've seen that play out. So just something to think about as well for Bitcoin. But if these smaller time frames can keep us above basically, 29,100, all right? Let's go back into the chat. What are people asking about? Let's look at DAYX. MetaMask swap, ETH for it. Hobbes is loading up a 48-day cycle to the Floki chart, very similar. Crash trading goes over it. And Monkey's Elon list meme. Interesting. What is Hobbes? Like Calvin and Hobbes? I just realized. Is it Calvin and Hobbes? Can you find Hobbes here? Arbitrum. I love that. Tiny coin, right? Definitely a meme. Welcome to Hobbes. Elon Musk tweeted about his beloved dog Hobbes, a nasty British short, a play on the famous quote by the Greek philosopher Thomas Hobbes. The Hobbes community is here to ensure that through memes and decentralized finance. So it's Elon's dog. Had an awesome Yorkie for 15 years who I named Hobbes because he was nasty, brutish, and short. I tell people, watch out for the dog. Then they'd see him and laugh. Then he would bite them on the ankle. Hobbes would get you, man. You know what I mean? Funny. So they made Hobbes. To the meme, impossible meme. To the fight, unavailable. It's so funny. I mean, just because he talked about it doesn't mean it can make gains. You know what I mean? Be very careful. I don't want to become like a meme channel. You know what I mean? So I'll be whatever. Hobbes, and then whatever one you said, Mogi. I just be careful. They don't get a lot of this. Basically created automatically using on-chain data and contains unfree. Yeah, I just, man, I'm not into the memes like you are. Like, I just, it's not true. I mean, I made 100x on Safe Mood. I made some big gains on memes. So I can't really, because I made so many big gains on memes, I can't really say no. But at the same time, it's a little much. You know what I mean? It's a little much. If anything's hot, we could look at Injective, right? People ran up Injective to the upside. The thing went out of control. We called it. We nailed it. One of the biggest, actually, gains in the trading group we've had in the last 5-6 months. It was amazing, right? And now you see, though, the daily is spent. And the idea is to pull your fib and wait and not chase. And this is hard for a lot of people to do. They're unable to do that. They can't, it's very hard for them to be reserved. It takes a while. Let's take a look at the super chats. Just completed DCA and buy order on the ready for 26.2 and 24.9. My man. Amen. Amen. People chasing me. I don't really chase them, man. It's just like, I'll throw it. I'm willing to lose them. We'll just walk away. Come back in a few months. If it's worth it, it's worth it. If it's not, it's not. It's just, I don't take them fully seriously. You just can't. I take my Bitcoin buy seriously. Like, I take my other things way more seriously. Let's take a look at XRP as we get into the super chats. Wow, it's 11:47. I had no idea it's 11:47. Let me jump on into the news real quick. I had no idea it was 11:47. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Forgive me. Let me jump on into the Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price. Thank you for jumping on in. Every single day, I give you the news. Basically every single day. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. My name is Samuel James Price, and I'm the Crypto Lifer. And on my show, the Crypto Lifer Show, I give you the news every single day. Crypto protocol Fetch AI offering AI trading tools for decentralized finance. And exchanges. Fetch aims to facilitate peer-to-peer trading between DeFi users and AI-powered software agents. Fetch AI, which develops artificial intelligence AI tools for crypto, is rolling out a set of enhanced trading products for decentralized exchanges. The Cambridge, UK-based firm wants to facilitate peer-to-peer transactions between decentralized finance. Users submit their orders to an agent, which then puts in an escrow or an atomic transaction while it works out where it can do the order matching. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Fetch AI. I love the coin. I personally hold a bag. I think if you don't have some Fetch, you're missing out. You know what I mean? So I own some Fetch AI because, hey, I've been paying attention and I'm building bags. So I have a bag of Fetch. I have a bag of a bunch of things. If you join my trading group, every single Thursday, I do a weekly screen share from about 6:30 to 7. And this will be back at 6:30 because I won't be, tomorrow will be 2 more days, I believe. Yeah. So we'll probably do it at about 8 o'clock again because I break fast at 7. Then I eat. Then I have to digest, and then I'll do it. But so from 8 to 10, but it's usually from 6 to 8:30, right? Because I know people are busy or it gets late at night. But I also record it so you can get it again. And we go over my Token Metrics account. We do so many things. We deep dive coins. You'll learn so much about what could be hot that week, the next week, and really get yourself situated for things to come. So I would highly do that. And I show you exactly what I'm doing in my portfolio, what I'm building, what I'm getting into, and kind of what my long-term goals and plans are. Again, not financial advice, but I just like to show you kind of deep dives of what I'm doing. Democrats draft stablecoin bill. Democrats draft a stablecoin bill in the first 2023 hearing on the issue. Despite Republican House Committee leaders publishing a draft bill and talking about progress, it has been on the bipartisan level required for eventual law, lawmakers said in a hearing. Skeptical remarks from key Democrats Wednesday are bringing in question the chances for U.S. stablecoin legislation that the crypto industry has been relying on as its first oversight effort from Congress. The House Financial Service Committee held its first hearing on stablecoins in 2023 on Wednesday in connection with the discussion draft bill that was created by Republican Maxine Waters and Patrick Henry last year that was published over the weekend. And while Republicans praised the effort that went into the bill, Democrats called it outdated. Mr. McHenry alarmed me somewhat when he said that the members on his side of the aisle had come up with a whole new bill, Waters said. The posted bill in no way represents negotiations between the two of us. I think we're starting from scratch. So, again, it was nice to see two people coming together from both sides of the aisle, McHenry and Waters, and we want to see where it goes. Right? It's very, very interesting to see. Microsoft partners with Space and Time to add real-time blockchain data for the Azure cloud. Interesting. Space and Time. The data partnership with Space and Time comes several months after the tech giant led a strategic funding round for the crypto firm. Microsoft and decentralized data platform Space and Time have partnered to make real-time blockchain data available to developers directly from Microsoft Azure Marketplace. Microsoft wants to get in. They've been the leading, not the leading, but they've been, one of the leading firms in technology. If they miss out on Web3 and crypto, they're not going to, right? They know that they're going to be kicking themselves. They're not going to do that. So, Nate Holiday said from Space and Time, it's going to be good. And how easy is that now that they can access that marketplace? That's going to be a big deal for Nate and Scott Dijkstra, right? So Space and Time, Google them, find out what's going on with Space and Time, and shows big business is heading in to Web3. Whether you realize it or not, eventually they are going to try to own the space. And that's why we need to keep it decentralized, everybody. And that is the news. Let's get back to the super chats. XRP, Algo, Doge, Alex Chain, GPT, ETH, and Caspa. All right. Can you do ACH, brother? I would love to, but I got to see a super chat because I'm already backed up. God bless you. Accumulate great projects, not memes. If you want to trade memes, just go to the casino. You will have more luck. I disagree. I traded memes and I turned $2,800 into $250,000. So I just have to disagree with you. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. Look at this. I went to Wild, 777s. That's so weird, right? So crazy. And remember, MEXC is the place to be if you don't want to pay too much or pay anything. No fees at all. It's not free, but there's no fees. Fees will get you over time. So I like Wild in this accumulation zone, the lowest it's ever been. And again, how big was Wild? Wild was all the way up at $7.87. If it gets back there, that's going to be a 20x about from where it's at. And if it continues to really do what it wants and it really grows with Web3, who knows where Wild could go. They invent 10 BI on Chat GPT. They invest $10 billion in chat. Exactly. They're heavy in it. Let's go. Put it all on black. Funny. Shout out to Marcus Ebot. I don't gamble, so I can't say I don't gamble. I recently went to the Luxor. I was in Las Vegas in October, and I put $1,000. I play craps, and I've been playing craps for years, so I don't want to say I'm good at it, but I'm the best. I'm the best at anything else in the. And I turned $100 into $1,100, and then I walked away. I sold when I was up to $1,400, $1,500. A couple hundred started going down, and once I was like, yeah, I'm keeping my $1,175. I left that casino with. I started with $100. So again, and that's not the first time I've done. I did it. I went to Puerto Rico. I turned $100 into like $600, and I got to rent a car for my wife. Of all the times I played craps in the last 5 years, which is not that many, 5 to 10 years, really probably 10, maybe 15 times, I've won about 11 of them. All right. So, but again, I'm not a huge gambler. Hey, Lifer, what do you think about Cadena chart? Thank you. We just talked about it, man. We just went over it like in depth. Let's take a look at XRP. And send in a super chat for TA and deep dive. We have just so many people asking about so many different coins. I cannot get to them all. So I got to be a little selective and only take the, what we're seeing here. So look, let's take a look at what's happening with XRP. So XRP had a golden cross coming, like the front runner on the daily. It looked good. Everything's looking good. And then, Bitcoin's going to ruin the whole show. That's what everyone doesn't realize. Like I traded the setups. They look great. When Bitcoin dumps, it's going to take everything down with it. That's just Bitcoin is the daddy. You could have the most beautiful setup, the nicest thing, and it's just not going to hang, right? So I still see XRP, you kind of chintz it into another, a symmetrical triangle. It could still break to the upside. Daily looks okay to me. All right. It stinks when my brain is foggy because I need my brain to work at the highest level possible. And I don't know if you've noticed today, I'm just not exactly the same. I have to be honest. It's very rare that I say stuff like that, but today I'm just a little, I can even feel it. Like I can feel a part of my brain doesn't feel the same. I took magnesium last night with something, I don't know, it seems to have me like I got punched in the head or something. I wish I didn't take it, to be dead honest. Like I don't want to take it tonight. I want to wake up feeling better. I don't feel too good. I don't trust anything but my own spirit, man. I really don't want anything in my life but me. I'm fine when I'm by myself with just the energy God gave me. I don't need any of that nonsense. I really don't. So look, you got this falling wedge. You want to see it just kind of retrace and bounce off this top area. But it does say that XRP could get some legs not too long from now. 2-day chart resetting. 3-day chart's a little high, but it could still give you gasolina. 4-day chart's coming back down, and it's got like a slanted Bart Simpson going for it. And you did lose. I'll be honest, you did lose the zone. Whole market got smacked last night. Like, every setup just got absolutely blasted out the sky. It's just what happens. If you've never seen it before, you're like, what happened? That's what happened, Bitcoin. And you really lost this trend. You're Bart Simpsoning down now. Got a beautiful support at about 47. Or do you come down and retest the top of the channel is really what we're looking for. So I plays it like this. Hopefully it can make some sense out of this and, move sideways. But I do see possibly more downside, especially if Bitcoin continues to slip. You also lost the 50-cent level, and you got to a high of 58 cents. All right. So I'm looking for a bounce, a retest of 43.3331. All right. That's something I would be looking for. Hey, Sam, best channel for TA. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Even when I'm cloudy. Adam, please. Sorry I'm late. If I could go over my SE, no problem. Have a great day. I love Adam. So I guess it gets preferential treatment. I do hold a big old bag of Adam, just so everybody knows. Make it really clear. So Adam looks stronger than most coins, right? See it? It's got that inverted head and shoulder right now that we're looking at. I love that. 4 hour wants to blast back to the top of the channel. And it's one of the few coins that really didn't lose its positional strength that was in. And as long as Adam goes more sideways here, it's also got a big market cap. It takes a while. But as long as Adam stays here and doesn't, bearishly retest and lose this zone, we want to see Adam. Adam, to me, is on the way to 25, Again, it might take some time. All right, we're talking September, October possibly, but Adam could make bacon on the beach. I like what I'm seeing for Adam, and I see the inverted head and shoulder as well for Adam. So I like what I'm seeing for Adam, but it looks like it will bullishly consolidate between the range of about 11 and 14 here until it gets tighter and tighter, and then a big move will be coming for Adam at one point. Let's take a look at ALGO. And it's so funny, ALGO's now a security, even though the guy said ALGO was awesome. You have footage of him saying that it's great, it could be used for all these things, but now it's a security and he wants to get his money. I don't know who's behind the dude, because it seems like it's not him. I always believe someone is coercing these people to do things. Are they getting, I don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but something seems to be moving. That's just not right. I mean, ALGO is just, in my mind, is going to do this. Wish you could flip this or reverse this. They won't let you cross the plane, though. But I just see ALGO like, if I could cross the plane, I see ALGO just consolidating here. Like so. And it's just something you buy. It's got a huge market cap, and maybe it gets a bigger dump. But I mean, it's at 20 cents, man, the lowest it's ever been. Everyone that was sweating it, I just, come on, man. It's Algorand. It's got a giant market cap. I bought it at 30 cents, ran it up to $3, right? It did a beautiful 10x. It's got a huge market cap, takes a lot to move it. So this is something you either believe in and you DCA or you leave it alone. It's not a good swing coin. It doesn't make a lot of gains when it swings. We don't trade it a lot here on the channel. So I hold some long term. So you either buy some long term whenever it kind of comes on the bull and it starts to bull on out, and you're looking like could eventually get out of the zone somewhere later on into the 2024 area, That's what I'm saying with ALGO. Really nothing else to say about it. I don't see a big move coming or anything. I just see it going sideways and kind of just doing accumulation. Let's take a look at DOGE. DOGE has been hot. DOGE is actually the hottest thing we've seen today. I can't stand when I do that. I don't even know what that stuff is or what I just revealed too, so it like freaks me out. It's not easy being live every day. Like it can get, eventually it's like your whole life is on the line every single day. People can judge you, say whatever they want about you. If you say one wrong comment, they can use it against you. It's not easy, man. Shout out to all the live streamers that do it because it's just not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, and only a very small amount of the population is live streaming every day of their life, right? It's not everybody. So DOGE is just forming this range, right? As you can see, it's been in a range-bound situation here from the lows of 6 cents to the highs of about 10 cents, okay? And you would assume it might, after it topped, it might just come right back down to the 6 cent region. We're going to look at our daily time frame to give us kind of a framework of what's happening for DOGE. So, yeah, I just see, it double bottomed here, nicer high, but I just see it kind of inside of a range. I really do. Spiked up, came back down. It's still in like a rising wedge too on the daily. Kind of omit the fact that it left the wedge. And then it could drop further to the downside, right? So just something to think about, all right? One thing is weird. Something is weird here. You know what I mean? Mad stuff to chat about. Word. Word. I love that. So yeah, I see DOGE falling further to the downside here. Just not able to make it to the upside. Struggling a little bit as well. All right? Struggling a little bit as well to the upside. And that's, let's keep moving here. Alex Chain, ChatGPT, and Ethereum. Let's look at our ChatGPT, ChainGPT on KuCoin. So it has flattened out, all right, since we first looked at it. Flattened out pretty nicely too. And we'll see here. Starting to kind of make a bowl, all right? And that's what you look for. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. If something can round on out, it basically says that the people are done selling it at certain areas and that it can continue to round. So you're looking for this thing to continue to round on out a little bit here before it can get further to the upside, all right? Coinbase only lets you make one API. I don't know, man. I don't really care. Coinbase is the worst place to trade. It's the only place I onboard a little bit, and that's it. Yeah, really, this is really not enough data on this thing, man, to be honest. I look at it something like this, getting tighter in the zone, but for me, I'm just more looking like and it could go all the way to zero, right? It's a very small coin, brand new, not a lot of amazing data. You do have this kind of falling wedge, chance it breaks to the upside. That's kind of what you're looking at. That's something that you're looking at, all right? What happened to the days when someone would pull you aside in private and tell you, hey, man, what you said I'm not cool with, and you had addressed it afterwards? I don't know what he's saying. Shout out to Alex, ETH, and Ethereum. Alex Lab on Gate.io. I guess you can find it on Gate. 706 right now. But it does have, it's hard to kind of figure out what Alex is doing because it's on multiple chains. And also the CoinGecko didn't seem to have the right price. It's back at 7 cents, right? So it did take a dump from like the 11 cents back to 7 cents. Alex, right? Oh, it took a nasty dump right there on 418 yesterday. Really, from 27? So I don't know if I believe that data, but remember, we started getting it at 14 just the other day, right? It ran all the way up to 20. I didn't even know idea. We doubled our money that fast. Look, we got it at 14. It went all the way to 27. I almost don't even believe it, right? Well, look at it it says it's on MEXC too. But I don't see the MEXC listing here. We'll go to the horse's mouth here for Alex. Let's see what Alex is doing. No, I can't even, no, see, it's weird. It says it's on MEXC. Maybe it's not there yet. It's going to get it listing, but it's not there yet. No. Let's go back to PEPE and see what's up with the PEPEs. Dude. Oh, back down a little bit, remember? We were up 10%, now it's struggling. And just be careful, those are memes. When I buy a meme, it's really just, I put in what I'm willing to lose. Love from Pakistan, learn with Burham. Thank you so much. Jason Castro says he'll be leaving Bybit because of KYC requirements May 8th. He spoke with Bybit representative and believed it to be true. There you go, man. But what's so wrong with I don't see the problem with, I know everyone's going to get on me right now, but I don't see the problem with KYC. I'm personally not trying to hide any of my money. I want to pay all my taxes. Like, I'm not trying to hide my money, honestly. I'm honest with everybody. Like, I connect all my exchanges and send them to my account. So, like, I don't, like, you know, the only reason I don't like KYC is, like, I guess, like, there's, like, restrictions and stuff. But as long as I can keep trading, I'm fine with it. Like, I don't see a problem with it. You know, I think the only people that have a problem with it are people that avoid things and not pay their taxes. Like, I like to do the right thing. You know, I'm not going to talk about it more, but I just, you know, so what? You have to KYC. So what? You know what I mean? Everyone will have to KYC in the next few months on all exchanges. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, I just want to make sure that you can. Like, I just want to, like right now, if Binance let me KYC, I just like them to figure out the regulations so I want to be KYC'd on everything. I have no problem with KYC. You know what I mean? I really don't. I have no problem with KYCing. And maybe you guys might like turn on me on that one, but I have no issues with KYCing at all. At all. At all. No issues whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, when do you KYC? You are subject to restrictions. I disagree with that, though. You can't officially trade on MEXC. UK banned trading. KYC stops us using VPNs. Interesting. I have a problem with government in my business. I'll pay my taxes. I agree. I mean, I have nothing to hide, so I don't worry about it. That's all I say. Like, that's how I look at it. I have nothing to hide, so I don't worry about it. All right. Security concerns about your KYC info being taken if an exchange is hacked. That's another. I like that. Like, it's nice to be anonymous because no one can steal your information, like your ID and stuff like that. I'm with you on that. Like, why do I have to give all that information? Right? I'm 100% on that. All right. Yeah, I'm open-minded. I'm always looking at the different ideas. All right. Always looking at different ideas. All right. So get the TradingView desktop app, and then you won't be able to open up dev tools like you did earlier. Get the TradingView desktop app, and then you won't be able to open up the dev. And then you won't be able to? Music track is a banker. Security concerns about your KYC info being taken. Interesting. The problem is U.S. users can't use exchanges that require KYC if they want to use futures. I see what you're saying. What time was the Crypto Lifer training? I don't know. There is no Crypto Lifer training. I do a class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. This will probably be the last month or two that I do. I think the last month, I think 3 more classes, and we're going to start changing it because my time is just so valuable. We just don't have the time. We just don't have the time. You know what I mean? Supers, ETH, and CAS. We'll take a look at Ethereum and Casper to get it done. And we'll take a look at KuCoin on Ethereum. All right. So remember, Ethereum we're going to get rid of everything. We'll look at it again for you. I like to look at the daily time frame whenever I'm looking at a coin. First thing I want to look at is the daily time frame. Very, very important. All right. So look, you got this falling wedge. Falling wedges break down 68% of the time. I break up 68% of the time. So like you broke out of the wedge to the upside here. You got tighter in the zone. And you broke out. It was a nice breakout. Okay. And you got above some areas of local, support. And you got this local area here, which you had resistance, which you bounced off of pretty nicely. Again, it's following the whole Bitcoin scenario here. But look, you're about to get a golden cross on the 2-day chart, which does say something is coming. Stochastics say that we're going to have to come down with momentum, but it doesn't mean we're going to lose momentum. We could go sideways and hold the zone. One thing is, look, we have this area here. We're like right at this previous resistance point, which is very, very interesting. And then we have this resistance point too here as well. Two things that you want to really, really look at and be careful about. And then you're kind of in the rising wedge, like we said before. Rising wedges could break down 68% of the time to where they began. You could see ETH back at 1,400. It could happen, all right? It could happen. That's the worst case scenario. ETH drops down, all right? It does have this nice support zone right here. And it's got a nice support zone right about here too as well. So it all depends, but you could see, that's just one thing to think about. Continues to drop to the downside, continues to drop. And you got overbought MACD, RSI coming down on you, and the stochastics, all those are pointing, and you're at a new resistance point too. Like you've hit this resistance area. So, don't be surprised if we do fall to the downside. You're a little far away from the 21-day moving average as well. So I've removed this. I want you to understand that idea that's there for you. The best case scenario is that we make some type of sideways price action like this, and we stay above the zone that we're in, or we could go in even a little lower and do something like a falling wedge or a flag. But I see downwards or sideways pressure on Ethereum, and you could even come down here and just bounce. So to me, the most likely scenario for ETH is that it goes like this, resets, and it bounces off of 1,800, all right, and retest that level. Once it retests, it can then be ready for a bigger move, which is the length of the pole to the upside, and we could see Ethereum back at 2,600, but I believe a retest is happening for Ethereum to the downside on the bigger time frames. I wouldn't touch it till it did that. And back to Caspa. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on. And we're going to take a look at Caspa MEXC on Caspa. So we said this before. I see Caspa continuing down to the 618 Fibonacci level. All right. Only a matter of time till it gets down to the 618 Fibonacci level. So that's something that we're looking at very, very closely. All right. And it's touching the 21-day moving average on the 2-day, and it's finally getting oversold. 3-day says there's a little more pain to come. 4 days pretty done. I mean, a 5-day could still dump on you too. It's interesting. I don't use the 5-day a lot, but hey, don't miss out when you join the 99 lifers. There's no hiding anything. Exactly. Are you available on MEXC? Could we copy your trades? Are you available on MEXC? I don't really like people copying my trades personally. I don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. I really don't. I like people finding their own sauce and doing their own thing. I show you what I'm doing, and if it makes sense to you, right? Like I did sell pretty close to the top. I got in here pretty close to the bottom. It is. But again, just watch the channel and get the knowledge and then use that knowledge to yourself. Don't try to copy other people. I think copy trade's easy. I'll copy trade. It's never, I don't know. You pay a fee and all that stuff. You want to get to know how to do this stuff yourself, right? And so, one thing, I want to just double check one more time. And Pepe's back up 3-3. I mean, we're still up 10% on Pepe. Yeah, I sold at 24,789. So I still, unless I had snatched these wicks, which I should have at 21,7, which a lot of people smartly did, I really needed to get back in there. I should have limit orders. I'm going to start making limit orders for the low prices. I'm still, got a little bit of FOMO that I may miss these beautiful prices on Caspa. All right. Teacher made official ETH for a lifetime. Exactly, Craig. Bitcoin bullish div on the RSI on the 4-hour time frame. Thank you for saying that. And we'll look at Bitcoin one more time before we get out of here in the DXY. And it's funny, I got away from that's how you know I'm like cloudy, because I do the DXY every day. We do so many different things, and I forgot to do them. So look, we have a double bottom here. and a falling wedge in the DXY, and 107,004. I'm really not taking that stuff anymore. I'm going to sleep on my own through meditation. This stuff makes me feel, I don't like, my wife bought it, didn't even ask me, and then slipped a pill in my mouth while I was falling asleep last night, and I feel like someone punched me in the head. I don't feel good, and I know exactly what it was. It was the magnesium. I just want to get those things from food. I don't want a blast off of it. And I also don't know what's in these pills, Celestine, all this nonsense. I'm just not into it. Lifer, when did you buy your first Bitcoins? It's none of your business, man. I bought them on the lows, though. No, I love you. I bought them on the low, man. Wouldn't you like to know? Super chats, all clear, Sammy. Thank you, Dustin. So the DXY is doing a bit of a double bottom here, right? Slight lower low, but I'm just showing you. I showed you the bigger time frames, like the 2-day chart suggested this thing could boom to the upside. So just something to watch. We get all the way up here to about 107.20, all right? 107.20. Lifer, when did you buy your first crypto? Yeah, not today. You're funny. Shout out to Real Housewife of Crypto. I love you. You're so funny. She's a real one. Yo, who are you? I like this person. I like this girl. Real Housewife of Crypto. You're cool. You're really cool. I like your style. You could ride with me. You're like a Bonnie and Clyde type girl. I like that. I like that. I took vitamins once. They gave me a headache. Right? She's fine. I mean, that's a girl with a sense of humor and a sense of adventure. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Right? So look, I mean, the 2-day chart on the dollar wants to pump. Last time it did, it got a nice pump here. All right? And here it kind of just meleeed down. It could melee down, but at the same time, it's starting to get low on the RSI. And so, do we get a pump on the dollar index? Now, what I'm seeing is this idea here. I'm going to, look at this as well, as we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Could definitely dump us further down to this area at 92. Losing 100 would be a big deal. Sorry, bro. Just saw your wallets and was wondering. No hate, man. See, what do I do with the kids? What do I do when the kids are at school? It's what I do when the kids are at school. She's a real housewife of crypto. She's being real about it. I'm just a housewife who trades because I'm bored. Hey, why not? What else do you do when you're bored? I'm just messing around. When everyone's... All right, when you have to get supplements. Thank you, I appreciate that. This guy just saw your wallets. Oh my gosh. Okay. I go out to lunch. Why did everyone crash? When I just got to lunch, why did everything crash today? I mean, honestly, I believe there was a flash sell for Bitcoin. I think the US Gov sold it, but you never know. It looked like they sold some Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, but we can get the wifer, Jason, Casper, Frankie's wives, and start a real show. Hey, she'd be down. You know what I mean? I've been telling her the housewives of crypto. She is a housewife, but she's like the CEO of the company. She's answering emails. Like calling her a housewife to me is kind of like she like hires a cleaning crew to clean the house. So I think that exemplifies her from being a housewife. She does cook a lot though. You know what I mean? She does cook a lot, right? But she works so hard that she can't even clean the house. You know what I mean? She hires a cleaning crew. It's only $140, and we do it like once or twice a month. It's not a big deal. Talk to Andy Cohen, right? It was a leverage call. Yeah, they just wanted to, and honestly, now they're starting to do expirations every other, like 3 times a week now or something. Overdose on that. Yeah. I also run our company's software. See, okay, so I mean, you're not a housewife. A housewife is a woman that just sits there and like sips on wine. Actually, I don't want to say anything. I love all women. If I say anything rude, like I don't want to be rude. But like the definition of a housewife, right? Actually, that's not true. A housewife runs the house. Like, what am I saying? See, that's how ignorant of a man I am. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that and keep my mouth shut. My husband works for me. He taught me how to trade. So there you go. There you go. I can't get my wife to trade. I ask her all the time. She bought some NFTs last night, though, that she's very happy about. And she's already up on her NFTs. So it's pretty interesting, too, as well. On OpenSea. 1,600 Bitcoin sold in spot on Binance. 16,000. Yeah, someone made it. Someone made a call. You mistake the housewife for a wine mom. I'm a wine mom. She's like, I get it now. You just made it. Thank you, Jennifer. And shout out to the women here. I love that we have a lot of women here. I go to a lot of streams. It seems to be a male fest. But we have a lot of women on the channel. A housewife manages the family. Exactly. And honestly, that's the most important job in the game. It's the most important job in the game. You got to manage the family. You got to do it. All right? You got to do it. All right, everyone. I'm out for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I'll be back with the PEPE in my step tomorrow. I'm going to feel amazing. And I love you all. Thank you for being here. 42,400 subs and climbing. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't clicked the subscriber button, please click it and help your lifer community. Yep. Power to the estrogen. But we need you young, strong, stable men in our lives. Ooh. Dude, you're making me feel kind of like, I like it. I like it. Calling me a young buck. I'm 40 years old. Namaste, fam. Namaste. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Keep it up. I love you all. Are we going up or down? What is the probability? Honestly, join the trading group. I'll put out an update in a little while if you really want to know. Inflation has removed I know, right? I had a really bad brain fog when I was fasting. Went to say low blood pressure. Went to the ER, say low blood pressure, sodium. Went home, drank salt water. It was like the lights turned back on. So I'll drink some salt water tonight. I will do that. Thank you for saying that, man. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next live. Remember, crypto is life. Live in love. Love is the strongest frequency. You can't go wrong. And I'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow. Love you all. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to join the trading group and you got your phone on you right now, just grab your phone and scan the QR code. If you're on your phone, just go down to the description and click the link immediately. And you'll get into the trading group like that. Go to CryptoLifer.com too, CryptoLifer.com. Paid a pretty penny for that. Well, I'll be able to sell that. But go to CryptoLifer.com, check it out, and we'll see you there. Thank you.